Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another co-stream here for the playoffs this time, which I'm looking forward to. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff.
I'm also Jeff.
You just have to do it every time. I say that every time, too. Have to do it every time. Welcome, everybody. This is actually kind of going to be cool, Flats, because we've never actually watched, like, playoff matches before with a co-stream. This is the first time.
Yeah, we've never gotten a chance to. So it's exciting. I know we talked about it before. We're like, well, why don't we get to some of the playoff stuff? Because, you know, as much as I love watching the 3-0s versus like Vancouver or whoever it is, like, you know, the playoffs just bring that extra level of competition to it. Hi, Sully.
Hi, buddy. How's it going?
He's gonna bite your desk.
He's just saying hi. As is usually like a thing he'll do sometimes. He's a good boy. Hey, buddy. But yeah, we're just, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good matchup. Obviously, I think you're going to be happy because, if I'm correct, they're going against London, and you get to see some Reinhardt gameplay more than likely, which I think is going to be interesting to see. Because I think they're still on the patch from the. It's funny because it's been a bit since the first patch. I think they're on that patch still where Ryan is still pretty good. I think armor still works the way it did before in comparison to this one. So I'm really curious to see how it plays out. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. These matches are. You know, we've talked about it. You know, Shock has played so well in the regular season. We've seen Shock just absolutely dominating in the regular season, but we're in the playoffs now. And, you know, last playoffs didn't go as well as they wanted. So this is the time. This is the time for them to go play these matches, hopefully play extremely well, and I'm looking forward to it.
It's a little bit different, too, with how long... I feel like this like... I don't even know what you call it. They used to call it stages, but like this section is felt like it's gone on for so long. You pretty much know almost what every team is going to bring to the table. Like, and what we've seen, you know, Shock's going to dominate on control slash push. They might struggle a little bit on escort, but you know, how much of those scripts have been changed a little bit, where either they're trying new comps or they have new things that they've been kind of hiding away, waiting for the playoffs, waiting for a perfect opportunity to use them. Because, you know, in the more regular season matches, it's much more normal to see very traditional compositions being played. You don't play anything a little bit out there. Or you don't play like tailored comps, you know, like you won't be like, okay, like London, for example. London's playing mostly Rhine comps. What beats a Rhine comp, right? Like poking it out, making sure it can't rush onto anybody, etc. In the regular season, you might not be game planning like scrimming just to beat that one team, right? But in the playoffs, though, you are going to scrim to beat that one particular team. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they decide to take this matchup here, because I know they're going to run the Rhine comp, obviously, but they're also probably going to run the Bap Lucio backline as well, but like, and then I think like on the damage side they leave a little bit more variety there. But you know, how are you gonna approach that, you know?
No, I mean, exactly. And you know, at this point in the playoffs too, it's like we've now seen these teams play a few matches. We've seen what maps teams are good at. For example, we know after watching Shock, they probably don't want to play Route 66, right? Will that be a map we see today? Is that a map that London wants to play because they run the Rhine comp? Is that a comp where on Route 66 they want to see that comp? I don't know. Who knows? It's always interesting because at this point, a lot of the maps, you can know how, like you said, those matches are going to be, but then do teams start to use new strategy? Are they planning something that's different? Like, okay, this didn't work forever. Let's just do this new strategy, see what happens, because it wasn't working when we were doing it before. So, as we've seen with Shock recently, too, Shock's one of the teams that's running like that double tank lineup. Some teams are running one tank, some teams are running multiple tanks, and we'll see what Shock does. Obviously, Mikey was recently added to the team and has been playing a lot of Wrecking Ball and a lot of the comps they've have, and as we can see, Mikey's going to be starting here, and we're going to see if they run those ball comps. You know, how do the Rhine comps play against ball comps, etc. So I'm looking forward to it, and let's hope Shock wins this. Like, let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah, I think especially seeing Mikey in first, we're probably going to see Control first. But depending on the map, ball comp typically is a little bit of an advantage in the Control matchups, except for like one or two maps. So I guess we'll have to see what the map pool is, because it could be an unlucky roll. You could get a Li Jiang or Nepal, where the rank comp's actually pretty good. And then,
Yeah.
Then now we're having an interesting game.
That I agree with. Looking forward to it. I'm ready. It's gonna be interesting. Players look ready. Everybody's set up. We're just waiting for the game to start now. This is gonna be a good matchup because London has been recently playing very well, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to this matchup because people have been cheering for London to win, and obviously a lot of people cheer for Shock to win. So you got this matchup where it's just gonna be, I think it's gonna be a very awesome matchup. I'm looking forward to just seeing how it goes, and so this is our first time watching a playoff match on a co-stream.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
London's got that Chengdu Hunters effect from like season 2. Remember, it was like
when they ran ball.
They ran a different comp compared to the rest of the league. And teams
Exactly.
or fans really gravitate to teams that are going against the meta and defining it in their own way. And Ryan actually received some nerfs in the beta 2, which is not what they're playing on yet. And I wonder if they're watching Overwatch League is like part of why they decided to do that, because I'd be very surprised if they end up playing on that same patch if London runs Ryan after this this tournament.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how they play it. It looks like the players are just all getting set up, getting ready. Obviously, the other match just ended, so they're probably getting all everything set, making sure everything's good to go, which is why we have a little bit of a delay right here. Because they obviously other teams are just here prior playing, which this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Looks like everybody's just getting ready with their setups here.
Well, I mean, we haven't got to see. When was the last real LAN Overwatch tournament? 2019. Where all teams or both teams were there. I think it was 2019.
Was that the New York homestand, right?
No, it would have been. Actually, no, you're right. It might have been New York homestand. No, it was New York homestand. Then there was a couple more. There was Washington had one.
Oh, you're right. Yes, Washington. Yeah.
It might have been. I think Houston might have had one.
Well, I think Dallas hasn't Dallas been running and Houston running at homestands recently.
I believe so.
And not all the teams are there, but you have a few teams playing from there. Then the matchups would align to where those teams played there. So we've had a few things, and they always seem really, really cool. I wonder if there'll be a time when they ever get back to something like that, or more similar. Not as much more will they have occasional events? I guess the plan is to have these mid-seasons be those lands. Just they're not there yet. So, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We know what comps are gonna run here.
Oh yeah, we know exactly what they're gonna run.
Yep.
Might as well just run what you're good at. I mean, that even applies to just ranked in Overwatch. Sometimes that it's better to play what you're good at than to try to force something you're not.
Okay, I like that. Now let's see what happens. I mean that's that makes sense too, right? And London's kind of stuck to that. I think what London really likes to do in matches too, and we see it happening a lot when they play. London likes to hope the other team eventually mirrors them too. Because they play well, the other team ends up mirroring them, and they love that. And they usually will win those maps. So I don't think Shock is going to mirror.
I don't think Shock will. Yep. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, Mikey can play some Ryan, but I think he's more for the ball comps, and then Collegia's going to play much more Sigma, or has to play Winston, I guess. It's not that's one of their fallback heroes. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that's not one of their fallback heroes. Something they're ultra comfortable on. So
yeah,
we'll see.
I don't think they'll do it, but you never know, especially on a push map if it's not working well with the con. Because I feel Ryan can play well on that. We'll see. We'll see.
And I think one of the most fun parts of watching these types of tournaments is, at least I think for this part, do they get to choose the maps for loser pick, or is that only the finals?
I don't know how it works specifically, to be honest with you. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I just kind of want to see the map pool.
Yeah. No, I'm curious to see.
Also, I wonder if they're talking about it because we don't have audio.
I don't know. I think we can hear the audio right now. Okay, Ilios.
Can you hear
It's
audio
Ilios.
right now?
It's gonna be. I'm guessing Ilios.
I don't have it.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess Ilios. What do you think?
I'm gonna guess Li Jiang.
Okay. Okay. We'll see. We'll see if they get to a map here at some point.
Nah. Are we a little delayed?
Ilios, what?
No. Okay, but look though, it is actually the map picks. They get to pick.
Yep.
This is to be determined. So that changes things a lot, right? Because like you're saying, like with London wanting to do Rhine comps, they're gonna want maps that play into that.
Exactly. That's why I'm curious because, you know, we've seen a map like Route 66 be tough for Shock, but is that a map you want to play in a Rhine comp? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's one of these things where I'm curious to see what maps they choose. And it looks like we do have the matchup starting right now. It's time. Here we go. It's time. I'm ready. I am ready. And there we are.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think we're waiting on the sound.
Yeah, I don't have any sound either. Tomorrow is Emong's birthday. Is this true? Is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
How old are you tomorrow?
Yep. I am.
What do you mean? What do you
Go
mean?
with
Yep.
that. Yep.
How old are you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Gym protein drinking.
I think it's about to start here.
My brother does CrossFit.
So,
32.
Friday
It's gonna be
32. Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna ask you what was it like when the asteroid hit the Earth and wiped out the dinosaurs.
Whew.
Hey.
Hey.
Just shows you the level of fitness that I know.
So they're both running ball comp.
Ball comps. We talked all about Rhine.
Yeah, actually, well, Ryan is really bad on this map. Like really, really bad. So not that surprised.
Yeah. This is not the best Rhine map. I wonder if this was Shock's map choice.
I bet it was selected. I don't.
Oh, okay.
The control one is normally selected, I think, unless it's like it goes off of seeding, then maybe Shock placed it or picked it.
Because this is definitely a map you don't. The only map that's really good for Rhine is probably. I don't even know if like.
I'd say Li Jiang and Nepal would both be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm saying like on Ilios, I'm trying to think like Well is not ideal side. You can go cage side, but you can spam. Oh wow! That was unexpected. What a start!
London been practicing their ball comps. What's going on?
I don't
They
know.
look very good on it. Hattie does not commit hard. Like he does not go like he's just being very disruptive and running away. It's kind of like how I play ball because I'm like not. I don't think I'm good enough to really go in that hard.
That's
So
what
I
I
just like
do.
go in, poke, and then run away.
Yeah, no, I just grapple in and leave. There's no like follow up. I don't try to do any damage. I just roll through them and I just come back like later with my cooldown.
Slight distraction.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like is what he's doing. He's racing around the back line right now, and everyone's looking for him. Then he runs away. He's gone. See you later.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's how I play ball.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of damage, but I do enough damage to just pile drives and just rolling through teams.
Ooh, that's a big stick.
London games to play so far.
Yeah.
And normally, we've been seeing Shock have a good start to cause, and this is the first time in a while I can think of like not their best start.
Yeah.
And the L-Pulse and Shock are looking pretty good right now. They're going to have, obviously, Pulse Bomb. They're going to have Hanzo Ult. They're going to have Ball Out. Pretty much everything but Ana Ult, right? So they do have a good Ult pool right now, so if they win this, they can still win, especially when you have proper on Tracer, who can pretty much just go in one clip. 5 people. Somehow a one-clip ball for full HP. Like,
Headshots through in ball form.
yeah.
Did you just see that? Like backline just spun it like Mach 2 there for a second. I don't know if that was just my eyes or what, but I think the biggest thing right now is London got like early positioning on the point. It's really hard to push them out here. So I think they have like 2 options. They have to slowly take it, which I think that's what they tried on the first one, and now it's actually more of Proper and well, I guess Proper's just gonna do it by himself. I was gonna say Proper and Mikey are trying to go for the backline, but it looks like Proper will just do it himself. Nothing new is to be reported here. This is just the norm.
Just want to point out that Proper popped off. Okay, well, we'll see the next team fight
And the
where
sky
Proper
is
will
blue.
probably, Proper will probably do that again.
Yeah.
what you're gonna look at now is like what Hadi will
It's,
get minefield. You can use minefield on the.
It's a very common occurrence we see, especially when Proper plays Tracer.
Who are you nanoing here?
Control over that area.
Who am I nanoing here?
He's gotta be careful. Can't get caught out here. Maybe
probably Finn if they go hard.
That's a Hanzo shot. And then
Proper gets. I think that was a cleanup because he was on low ground.
Yeah,
There's no way he one clipped him from that range.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, we're
That'd have been a
saying it's
cleanup.
been unbelievable. I think
actually
Hanzo.
think that. You think Hanzo really?
Or Zen. Yeah.
I think Finn is the best one because they're gonna go hard for him, right? Shaxx.
Well, I meant for the shot on the Tracer there.
Oh! I thought you were talking about the nano still.
Yeah.
So who are you nanoing?
Who am I nanoing? The Zen if they dive him so you can save ult. If not, give it a Proper or Mikey. Because Mikey can pile drive in, get a lot of damage, and then Proper can just one-clip the whole
Well,
team.
you would have been right if you said the Hanzo because that's what they went with.
That's what I was. You know what? I can't believe it.
Wait, I think it at least looked like he was
Did they?
glowing.
Well, they haven't nanoed anybody yet. They still have nano.
Wait, really? I swear he was glowing there for a sec.
Nope. There's the nano. Oh.
Or
you can't get to it because of the mines, and you never get to use the transcendence.
oh, was it? Huh?
Huh?
Man,
I'm not even gonna lie. Like
that is a
normally the
really
camera
good
work
start
is
for
pretty
Mikey.
good. I couldn't follow anything that just happened.
Yeah,
in
I
the
have no
last
idea
fight.
what just happened right there.
I don't know. Is OBS Junkrat here?
I think that's what's probably happening right now, especially with Shock, as we've seen when OBS Junkrat is in the game. Shock wins.
Yeah.
Shock has an undefeated regular season record. Every single time we see OBS Junkrat join at some point. I'm just saying.
So where's?
Wait.
When we needed the most, they vanished.
Wait, is OBS Junkrat usually there during the playoffs?
I don't know. Hope
They
made
gotta
the
be
trip.
there. They gotta be there. Yeah, no, there's no way they don't have OBS Junkrat there.
Yeah, I hope they do.
Yep.
But actually, so ball versus Winston comp. I actually like the ball comp way more here, personally.
I do too.
But London's doing a better job of taking space. It looks like Shock wants to really play this back corner here, but it's kind of giving London like the rest of the like open area in front of point to control. So interesting. I assume they're just trying to like get somebody really really low and blow them up with Echo. Oh, or Finn just deletes.
Yeah.
That also works.
Yep. It's a good start right now for Shock. They'll take this.
Violet goes down though, and I think Hattie's actually.
Oh! What a play.
5 HP.
And one thing that happens now too, especially in Overwatch 2, is you have that support passive. So, you know, normally you wouldn't have as much HP. You got to get the health pack now. Obviously, Zen gets some of the shields back, but not all the shields back, right?
Well, 225
Yeah,
HP as
agree,
well.
buddy.
The increased health actually saved Finn there.
Yep.
That won't be a thing anymore because he got nerfed.
Exactly. It's interesting to see. Interesting to see.
Actually saved by the 225. That's crazy.
Yep. And then was
Hattie
able to regen
really
all the
wants to
HP
fight
back.
up here though. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he just keeps trying to force them out. Okay, this is my own personal opinion. I don't think that you can, especially once Winston got like the bubble nerf, which this patch is the bubble nerf. You can't really win that 1v2 versus the support line with their healing and 225 HP Zen. It's really hard to. So it's a good attempt to kind of force them out a lot of these times, but I don't think it's actually an attempt to kill them. It's more of just a force. But Mikey almost.
Wait, I think they win this. I think they win this.
Players are actually hit.
Wait, yeah, they do.
What?
Sam gets the
Wait.
pick.
Wow,
Wow, that was actually. I don't know where did Sam come from on that. I didn't even see him.
Spawn?
No, he came from Coast.
Yeah, but I think Sam came from Spawn, like that way.
But he came in the window out the back.
Yeah. I think there's time in there, right? Well, not Spawn, like out of the Spawn doors, but I think that's where they were coming from, like at the beginning of that team fight.
I mean, like, he went to the mini and then goes in the window? That's like a very awkward route.
It worked out.
And no, it worked out. It just, I wonder if he was like sitting there for a little bit waiting for to heal up, like waiting for the mini.
Possibly. Might have been what happened there.
You started getting dangerous
Yeah, this has
territory
been
here. London
a much
Spitfire.
better round for Shock, and their ult pool is also really good right now. Obviously, London has a couple ults coming up, but I wouldn't doubt it if we see Shock play pretty aggressive off this. Yeah, there it is.
Going straight for the
okay.
back line.
Yeah, of course. I mean, why not, right?
Well, Proper's got Pulse Bomb, and, you know, when Proper has Pulse Bomb, that's basically a free kill. Misses it this time, so
Yeah.
maybe I shouldn't have said anything, but...
Well, I mean, you didn't get to your point at that point yet, so
Yeah.
it's still fine. It's still fine, you know?
Yeah.
And missed before,
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
One thing London seems to like to do is take the point
Wait, they
in
just
those
took the
lost fights.
Wait, but... Huh?
Hunt
Yeah.
down Hottie.
Congrats, you got 3% and then lost the game.
Not gonna
The
happen.
round.
What?
So,
Well, the
really good
yeah, the
first
round,
point there
but,
from the
like-
London
I
Spitfire.
think
Dominant
my guess
bounce
is-
back here from the shot.
Hottie didn't think they'd be able to get back in time, so just went to the point, got the point, and tried to buy time because that extra 4 seconds. Because they have to go back to the point, recap the point, and then you have an extra 4 seconds. So it might give you enough time for everybody to get back. So I think maybe that's the mindset there, because if they have to get out, I don't think they get back in time. So it's like get the point, get out, and then see if that gives time for your teammates. It's
Yeah,
tough because
no.
it was at 96%. No.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's just... I think he was going for the Mega there, but... Oh, wait. Oh.
The increased
That
boot
was
percentage.
such a big boop.
The third.
That was huge.
See, that was a much better map. Now they're gonna listen. London had won with the ball comp last time, but it's a different like type of map for ball here. So I
Yes.
wonder if this plays a little bit more into Shock style, because you know you don't really have to worry about that like Widow sight line, which I don't think they were running Widow, but like you don't have to worry about those like longer sight lines, a lot closer team fight.
Defensively, and that's
Tough
gonna
start,
Backbone
though.
with a pick
Backbone gets
on
the
his Sam.
entry pick.
Backbone is a DPS player we have now. Who's just been
It
picking up
seems
his
like this is
arrows
actually like
in 3 weeks.
the norm of London, and I know they started off with a pick, so it's a little bit different, but I feel like London's getting more space on point than Shock is. Shock's kind of playing a little bit more safe than
You could easily run it
normal, but Violet gets one back, which is a big pick.
Huge pick, yeah.
Actually, I'm interested. They're running the BAP comp, though. It's very interesting because normally you don't run BAP without, you know, because BAP specializes in the AoE heals and whatnot. So you would think like Ana would maybe be better, but
I don't think they're using BAP for the AoE kills. I think they're using BAP for the increased damage and the utility with the lamp. Adds a little bit more
Yeah.
survivability, and you just have damage and you can just window. Like I think it's gonna be more of an aggressive BAP play style than it is gonna be relying on heals. 'Cause look at their team comp; they don't really need many heals. The only person who's gonna need a heal for the most part is the Ashe or the Zen, but the Zen's gonna play.
playing third DPS BAP. That's great.
No, they're playing 4 DPS because they have a Zen too.
Oh yeah, true. 4 DPS and a ball.
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
gives
I
me
mean,
some
I think that's the
throwbacks.
strategy. I think that's the actual strategy behind it. Because, like, with BAP, you want to play with your team and, like, stack up your heals, right? That's not going to work with it. So, yeah.
Oh, that was a good pulse.
Trade by
They get the
Mikey,
trade,
though. Yeah.
but Violet's gonna be all alone though.
And they recognize that, too.
Yeah, but they actually decided to peel for Mikey, but Mikey gets nanoed now. With
Curious to see.
the lamp actually again. The lamp's the big saver.
Yep.
You see when Mikey goes into that back corner, though, he's dealt with the Discord Orb and
Wow.
the Immortality.
There definitely seems to be a little bit like
look at this.
a back and forth. Like Mikey goes in,
Yeah.
takes a lot of damage and gets out, and it almost looks like it's like a little bit before Proper gets there. Because Proper just went in right there when Mikey got out,
Yep.
and Proper ends up dying for it. So
I
wonder if I think I think you might be right about the lamp thing, because I think Mikey went and forced lamp,
Yep.
and then he has to get out, but it gives them like enough time to heal back up, so Proper actually can't get the kill.
Yep, and that's exactly what they do. Like I think they're playing it more of like an aggressive, just high DPS comp than it is more about like the heals. And they use their utility as kind of like, okay, you know what? I can lamp to keep up here.
Oh, that's a big
etc.
kill.
They need to touch the point though. It's funny because if Shock wins this,
Wait, where did Finn just come from?
you know, just coming to say hi.
No, he came from their spawn though. Did you
Yeah.
see that?
Yep, it's wonderful.
Was he backlining?
Maybe might have been trying to clear the mines.
This fight, so
Dude,
they
he-
flip it in their
I mean,
favor, but
I think so. Yeah, but like he started the train from spawn. Like
Yeah, I
their
was just saying
spawn.
hi, see what they were up to.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Number one.
Yeah. So I want to point out, by the way, London had a huge ult advantage going into that team fight. Shock now kind of even those ults up. So if Shock's able to have good target focus right now, they could easily win this. London used 4 ultimates that fight. And if they get no pick with this Pulse Bomb, that's it. They use all their ults, which means that Shock now can just win team fights with the remaining ults they'll eventually be able to build up. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play this. This team fight top left over here on like the windmill side has been really interesting. It's been happening here quite a bit during this game.
Yeah, they look. I don't remember that being like a huge point of like fight, like, you know, like holding that top left. Like, yeah, sure, you'd have like back in the day, you'd have like divas and stuff like fight up there a little bit, but it seems in Overwatch 2 that like corner high ground is so important.
It's actually one of the better spots for Wrecking Ball, I'm pretty sure, too. Like, a lot of Wrecking Balls love that part of the map, which is why we're probably seeing that also.
Oh, wow. that was I think that was a one clip, actually, just with melees mixed in.
Pretty close to it, yeah. And it looks like Proper does have Pulse, so if Proper can get a good Pulse Bomb here on a trade, this could be a dub for them. But they lose the point again.
I'm talking here. My God, London, how have they been able to do that? San Francisco, give it up.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, cast a curse enough.
Atlanta's doing a really good job of keeping up.
That's ridiculous. Backbone down to Finn.
Backbone. Finn gets a pick,
play.
Sam gets a pick, that's what you need.
Yeah, but see, like,
actually
London's
exactly what
happy
you
with
needed.
this. They flipped the point. Like, I know
Yeah.
they want to win that, but flipping the point, that was 20, 30 seconds right there. That could have been game. But coming down to the last team fight to win this map, Shock has Ball ult coming up. They have Zen ult coming up. Possibly another Pulse Bomb out of Proper, too. Proper can build that Pulse Bomb fast. This is going to be interesting to see. London have a lot of ults, too.
Yeah, I'm interested in how they use this ball ult, because if they use this ball ult to take space again and then capture point again, oh, that's disastrous for London, actually.
Oh.
That's a disaster for
pick.
London.
They might wait as long as they can. They can tap point with Ball for a little bit. They might wait.
I know that's so simple, but can you do that consistently? What he just did? Like you walk up to the wall, jump, and you just climb up the wall?
Sometimes.
I can't do that consistently.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, but not consistently.
Yeah, no, not consistently. I'm not at that level of
London's
Wrecking
gonna
Ball.
flip it again, but I think Shock's okay with it, because this time actually, even though London got point, they didn't get the like really big map control like they did before.
Yep.
Unbelievable. So they're gone now.
Oh, Mike takes so much damage.
Okay, they're gonna counter the ult. I kind of like the counter of the Zen ult there. It's just like, why not? Proper has ult coming up right now. If Proper's able to get a Pulse Bomb on limb right now, it's gonna be huge.
Oh, that timer's gotten really low though.
I know.
Timer's getting really low. Look at how fast it's going.
I know.
But Sam gets a big pick though. That's actually exactly what they need. C9.
No!
No way! What? It's the most aggressive C9! That's a Charles the 9th, son of Charles the 8th!
I
Why have you
told
done
you, I
this?
felt it. It was
you.
in Overwatch 2. I don't know. I have no proof of this. I have zero proof. Okay. This is just all. Take some tinfoil and wrap it around my head. Overtime works different in Overwatch 2. It is for some reason much faster. I
Oh,
don't
it feels
know
like it
why.
does 100%. No, I agree. It feels a lot quicker. Like a lot of the time. Wow, I cannot believe that.
They won
I
that
cannot
fight, by the
believe
way.
that.
I hope you know they won that fight. They were going to win that round.
Oh, I know. I think, at least for Shock, they can look at that map now and go, you know what? After the first round, they played really well. I mean, right there, we saw them, London just getting on the point and taking the point there. That was, Shock would have won there, and Shock probably would have won that right there if they just stayed on the point and communicated it. And I think it's a lot harder too in Overwatch 2. And I agree with you. In Overwatch 2, it feels like it goes like overtime's just immediate whenever like it gets to that point. But it's also because there's one less tank too, right? So before you could have one tank kind of stay in the point, play like in between there. Now it's just you have to stay in the point. But what do you do when there's a lot of damage output coming? When they have a Zen Discord in you, can you stay in the point as long? No, you have to get off the point. They have to try to get back on the point. More than likely, what happened is they got a pick, then they saw an opportunity for a second pick, and they all went for that. And then when that happened. Because the way they see it is, oh, we get one more pick, it's over. They're not going to be able to touch point. We win. So after they got the pick, they all went for the pick, and the overtime went immediate.
Well, you saw Mikey. I don't know if you saw it at the end, but right at the end, it looked like Mikey went for one spinner on the post.
Yep.
But because nobody was on point and the timer was so fast, I was telling you, like, it's going faster now. I think he started his rotation, and he got about halfway through, and then right when he got to about 3/4, that's when it hit. And it was...
Yep.
It was over. It's like you couldn't even finish one ball rotation before the timer went up, and that's Overwatch 2 right now. And I don't know if they'll change that, because it seems like that's been a big problem. I don't know how much you've seen, but like there was a big C9 between Atlanta, I think, and Houston,
I think,
on the same map actually,
Mm-hmm.
on Ilios, and it seems like that timer goes really, really fast.
It does. No, it absolutely does.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna be right back a second
Okay.
between this map. So I'm gonna let you do your thing, and I'll be
Sure.
right back. Okay.
All right. So tomorrow is Emong's birthday. Unfortunately, he won't tell me the story of how or what happened when the asteroid hit the Earth and the dinosaurs were wiped out. I know he had a first-hand account for it, but unfortunately, for some reason, he will not tell me it or the story. And I was hoping that Sully was gonna hop into his chair there. I don't know where Sully went off to, but I'm excited though to see this next game because it's map choice. So it's hybrid, I believe, is next. If I was Shock, what map do you choose? Is the big question. You have to choose a map where Ryan's not good. Where did we see Ryan not be good? Eichenwalde. Eichenwalde's second is really, really tough to run that Ryan comp. If I was Shock, I think I'm picking Eichenwalde on this next map. So we'll have to see what they decide to go with, but that's my guess. Emongg, what's your guess? Sully, what's your guess? Okay, Sully's not here. Then once after that, Escort. I would say Escort. Well, I mean, Shock are gonna win the hybrid map, so it doesn't really matter as much. But if they had to pick an Escort map, probably end up picking Escort map right now that Ryan's not good on.
I am back.
That's a great question. Maybe Route 66. Welcome back. Or Dorado.
How's it going? Wait, what map is it?
So the next one's hybrid, and I was saying what map should they pick to not have to play against or play well against the Ryan comp on. I think Eichenwalde.
I wouldn't against Ryan. I don't know if they run the May comp, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't know. Gibraltar?
For hybrid?
Maybe.
Gibraltar, the hybrid map? Gibraltar is an Escort map.
Oh, I thought you were talking. Sorry, for some reason I just got completely lost in the maps you're thinking of. Yeah, Eichenwalde. That was my bad.
You're good. You're good.
I think Eichenwalde. Yeah. Although Eichenwalde plays well, like any of the maps play well into their May comp. But I will say, if Shock's able to take this map, they'll be good to go.
Well, I remember the last Shock game we watched where they just walked around the map and just like every time a team tried to walk on them, they just kept rotating and rotating and rotating and rotating. It was Eichenwalde.
Yep.
So that's why my guess is that they would play a pretty good Eichenwalde against some kind of Ryan comp.
That makes sense. Looks like they are making some swaps right now too, which I'm not surprised to see. With the map, what map are they going here now? What map did they?
Well, they haven't announced it yet, but they get to pick.
Okay. Guess we'll see then.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see. My guess is probably Eichenwalde. Eichenwalde would probably be the map they play. We'll see though.
Where do you think you get to drink? What is it? What do you think that coffee looking thing is?
What?
Aha! Aha!
It is Eichenwalde.
It is Eichenwalde.
Okay. Okay. I'm ready.
I'm just saying. I might know a thing or two about a thing or two, you know?
Yeah. Okay, it's time. I'm ready.
I think it's time.
I'm ready.
Oh, keeping it overtime.
They love this undershot.
Correct there. I need to scrub. I will accept a lobotomy if it helps me forget about that one moment. I'll buy the whole farm. We need to move on to Eichenwalde here.
Maybe get him a little bit louder. I can't really hear him at all. Casters.
But
Yeah,
again,
just a little bit on the volume.
This is the pick
Would
of
be
San
awesome.
Francisco here. London,
Wait,
though,
official
have
team
shown us that
partner is
they played
Microsoft?
well on this map
Wait,
before.
isn't that like a
On
conflict
the
of interest
attacking
soon?
side. Winston-based defense, though, for the Spitfire.
Oh, I didn't even realize. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It'll be
That's
Wait,
a
they
little.
have-
That's pretty suspicious.
As you
I
pick
just
this
realized they
map,
have.
not great for Reinhardt, but
Are they gonna run the Diva comp again? We saw them run Diva comp last time. And they're not running the Rhine comp on London anymore, so this is going to be interesting.
Just quick down, we barely have to play.
I think Diva's actually pretty good against Winston.
So we have
This
seen
This is
that
going to be
Colosseo
interesting
play
right
the
now. I'm
Diva,
curious now.
which he did mention he thought was actually pretty strong.
Again, London's not playing the Rhine comp. This is so interesting.
It was
No.
Against
similar.
like the Doomfist.
Why? Like,
Yeah.
And then they
have
played
so
against
many
it
teams
with
scrimmed
the
against them
Diva.
now that like every team has like figured out how to play against it. So they're just like, nope, we're not doing that now.
Which is
Or
something that, Hottie-
have they just been secretly working on like these comps the whole time?
So this is
How would they do that? I don't know,
in the
but
Eastern region. So
Yeah.
San Francisco are not the only team
I'm curious to see how this goes.
But it's
So if this goes anything like that last shock
You know,
match we watched, they're gonna have this very methodical map flip where they're very slowly trying to change positioning, and it looks like they've already started. They're trying to rotate and wrap left and force London to flip map almost on them. But it looks like London actually is kind of taking the fight, and they lose Landon on Ana for that actually. But they trade back. Oh, that's
a lot of early
interesting. That's
oh.
Luge gets a pick
Comes across
as
rubber shot, trying to
well.
force backbone out, and
Should win this because there's nobody else to really
close going in
touch.
favor
And one thing we've been
to the
seeing too,
Shock, and there
the
you
way
go.
that
So
Shock will play
0.8 in
Diva is
favor
they
of the
play
Shock.
very like
Relatively painless.
playing for the back line. Not too much
Yeah.
aggressive play.
Slow and steady.
Uh,
Again, it's that
Diva
first
will
pick
be
line.
aggressive though
The difference between
if
Sam on,
they need to trade. So
you
we'll
know,
see like
I think
Luge go
we'll
in
see
there
what
like with a
Hunter
trade
Hunter, of
sometimes.
course, on Ilios here.
But
When he switched over to
what you're gonna
Colosseo,
watch with Diva,
man,
especially in
he was
Overwatch 2, is
really
Diva's gonna have to play a
punishing
little
Spiker,
bit more
all
like
the
passive
time.
in the
There
back
seems
line.
to be a stronger community.
Currently in Overwatch, that could change with different
Exactly.
patches
We'll have
and
to
how Diva plays.
jump off the
But as
side
of right now,
here,
that's what we're seeing
reset,
with
get
Diva.
a mech.
He's
This
playing a
will allow
lot more with the back
London
line.
maybe
Kind of how
to
you would
push
play
up a
Diva
little
in
bit
certain
further.
comps like
I wonder what
Briggs
their
Zen, you play a
answer
little
to
bit
this
more.
would be. Like, in
I
More
do also
appealing.
think that
Can't really switch off
supports,
of anything.
especially in this patch, was very strong.
Hero who can pen and
Almost
challenge
like
high
secondary
ground.
DPSs. So it's actually you get so much value just by protecting them to make sure they're not getting jumped on, and then you just have an overwhelming amount of damage onto the enemy team. So you kind of lose the tank damage because you're not being aggressive, but the support damage more than makes up for it.
Yeah,
Actually, you can kind of see that here is like Kaluj is just the point pusher, and then the rest of the squad is basically on keep Hattie out of the fight duty, and Proper's on the 1v5 mission.
Yeah, and a lot of what you're seeing, and another reason why you don't see Diva get as too aggressive is because a lot of time they're able to play really far away, too. So when Diva flies in, you end up in a spot where you can't really get on anybody, and you end up not being able to maximize that damage. That was a good shot. You're not able to maximize your damage output anyway, so why?
How do I get this job? I feel like
It's the right move here, but lightning fast pace.
Hey, listen,
I mean,
have you
not
seen
to-
my objective time hours?
yeah, I'm not trying to take away from Collusion in any way, shape, or form, but like I feel like that's a pretty good contract right there, just to sit on the cart.
Have you seen my objective time hours?
I mean, total. I mean, with the amount of playtime you have, it's probably disgustingly high.
It is something.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I push the cart a lot. It's great. You just chill, you know.
Force.
I wonder how much objective time you have. Like
gonna be
in
the hardest
objective
part of the
time,
map
what
to
level
kinda
you would be. You know, like you know, like you level up in the game, like
Yeah, like
playing
what
and
level
stuff.
that would be, yeah.
What level would you be on average for that amount of play time?
I'm not sure.
For how much objective time push you
First of all, like,
4 minutes plus.
On top of all that,
you
too,
can't cross the bridge slow.
Keep
So
in
if
mind, though, when you
Spitfire
push
get in a
cart now,
position
you can
like this,
ping.
right, where they can punish people coming out of spawn. That's
So you
pretty
can just
powerful for
be
them.
pinging the cart the whole
But,
you can
time.
go on cart and
when
then ping
Kalush
anybody
goes
you see.
forward Here, it's a question of
Oh, good point. So you can provide value.
There's going to be some counter dive. We need to make sure we can.
I mean, we figured out today how valuable the ping system is.
Oh, I was trying to use it all the time. I was confused. I was like, what the?
Backbone and Patty both hitting their right clicks there, actually, and or proper just disappeared.
This is going to be an important third point for Shock, because we saw one match, I can't remember who it was against, where they got the third point, and then it was just tough for them to get through here. So I'm curious to see how this whole, you know, would you be surprised to see a Sigma swap here?
No, I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest, actually. I think that's why I think Kalush just bombed, right?
Just in case.
Maybe we see a switch here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a Sigma swap. It depends. Yeah, there we are. Right away. Right away.
Well,
It
this
just-
this almost behaves kind of like a Rhine point, you know? It's like very close quarters.
Like every Hansen
And
player,
Sigma is like the
I
pup.
think
Oh,
we're gonna see,
here
Speaking of
it
Rhine.
is. Here
Yeah.
it comes.
Yeah.
Here it comes. I feel like I'm an oracle at this point.
We were able to call both the swaps there. Oh, ball!
Never mind. We're dumb.
We were talking Wrecking Ball. The Reinhardt.
We don't know what we're talking about.
We were talking about the lore in this map.
Oh yes, and the cinematic lore.
Yes, Reinhardt was a part of that, and then
Yes.
they went Wrecking Ball as we were talking about that.
Yeah. Well, Wrecking Ball had a key defense in the castle of
You know,
Eichenwalde.
you can be waiting
yeah.
for the end of a long
They just
corridor.
you don't hear about it that often because
I was gonna say, Deluge is very good.
he
on
was
this, so.
He says he's the world's best singer.
on lunch during the cinematic.
No word of a lie from
Oh,
him
yeah.
so far.
What do
He's
hamsters eat? I
living
don't
up
even
to
know.
His
Like
I don't
brain
know how
bits.
Landon
Or
is
something.
able to stay
Anyways,
alive through that.
SR?
yeah,
He's like the only player for London alive for a period of time.
not answering that.
And able to get out with his life.
Actually,
I mean, I'm a ball.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah,
like
you
so
eat my
good.
SR at that point.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Hitting all those hyperspheres in that angle, so.
that's what I'm saying.
Started 4 minutes and 30 on the clock. Even a little bit higher.
God, I hate it here.
Look at
Well,
him.
they just nano sojourn in. Oh boy, that's
Oh,
yeah,
no.
that's dangerous.
Oh, this is tough.
Nano sojourn is just one of the. It's like the 2022 nano blade at this point. Just because you do so much damage, you build up the railgun so fast, you just one tap people, and there's not much you do about that.
A massive dub.
But
Not at all.
I think this is the fight. This looks like it's gonna be the fight for Shock. You have App Window, you have Flux, you're gonna have Pulse Bomb, you're gonna probably have Sojourn ult online. You might end up getting Transcendence. I think this is one fight territory. This is where you just send it.
Matrix
Yep.
here too.
It's gonna be interesting. I think they're gonna be able to win this.
The Shock,
So.
you dump a lot of ults into this and you're not able
Yeah,
to take it. You may be in
Shaq's
some trouble.
flank in there is a little scary because he's got the Pulse Bomb.
Shax. Oh, we really tried to confirm that pole.
Oh!
Like a
What a
Pulse
shot
bomb!
by
And
Sam.
just
He was gonna Pulse Bomb that.
believe that.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Their timing though, they know
Oh,
it.
here
They have
we
to.
go.
Did he not get the flux
have
off
to.
because of the shot that
Yep.
came through?
He got
Oh,
brought down
tough
before he
shot.
hit the second
It's a
pile
very
at all.
tough shot, but he still
Sam
has
had
the
a
charge.
discord all
Doesn't
plus
get
the
it.
Matrix, so he
Worth
did
going for it. That's a tough
instantly
shot.
Wrecking Ball to
Good
touch
position.
the
This
area,
is drop down and
but who's
contest,
gonna
and the
sit
E there is
here?
amazing.
Deluge. He's back
Yeah,
to
they didn't
the
get
floor.
on it.
Unfortunately, I actually didn't see how like the rest of Shock really died there.
The gravitic flux doesn't
Unfortunate,
come
though.
down.
It's
So
just a lot of
Deluge gonna go back
stuff
to
happening
Sigma.
at once. I think they
We'll
all
take a
like.
look at this from
We'll see in a
Sparker's
second,
POV.
actually. It just looks like where they were on the map. That's
Oh.
a
Tries to
nice
actually
shot.
get
Good
behind the
position.
payload and use his cover, but
And look at the
he's on
Zen
high
off
ground.
angle, actually. That's why. If it
Yeah.
was Zen off angle and on the side, there was just no way they're going to be able to do that unless they
Deluge
trade right
takes
away.
a-
They're not going to win that
Cut
team
it down.
fight.
GM was actually considering the Doomfist there. He switched for a moment, back to the Sigma. Doesn't do any ult charge, obviously.
But they have their
That's
ultimate.
so scary. That's so scary.
I know!
So this is the disadvantage, honestly, to running the Sojourn is how much charge he gets off the shield. Is to just have these one-tap shots.
4 minutes 50,
Yep.
Matt. 4 minutes 50.
Here it comes. Oh, Violet survives
Wait.
though,
What can they do?
but he has
Spark
ult. Uh-oh.
some,
Might be able to last it.
rails there.
Everybody falls back.
Force
Yeah,
out
they're
the
gonna save
Transcendence
the
on
100.
Finn, but he actually just kind of
Wait,
Say
there's
that
going to be
you
a
have
pick on
one
the
more
side.
shot.
They might be able to push this.
No, I think he used it. I think it's gone now.
Yep. They're going to be able to get the
Also, one's gonna come out here in a second on the Zen. Here it comes. Misses. It's okay though. The Zen's still pretty
Wait,
low.
oh, no.
Finished it. This is still super winnable.
Oh, it's very winnable. But the
Nano-
Nano.
The Nano's pretty huge. But Hattie can't chase anybody though, because if he leaves, they're gonna lose.
Yep.
So he has to anchor point. Not gonna get the primal in time. He's not gonna come, and he's not gonna come back in time. There's no way they have time for that.
Still, they
So-
What I
got
thought was
Good take.
great about
5
that too
minutes down to completing
was
the map.
if you
with
watch
no time in the
Shock,
bank.
they were all going to go chase the Elim
you know,
to get the
London,
Ana right away, and they
pretty
all stopped
terrible
because they
team.
realized that if they got off the card again,
I mean, just kind
that'd be a
of call it as it
toughie.
is.
So they waited and they all
I mean,
fell
once you
back,
got
and
here
that
towards
fight
the
went a
end,
little bit
which was
longer
like
because they wanted to get the
where I thought
Ana.
they would put up their
And then
best
Proper
team
was
in
like,
the
you know what? No,
is good, though.
no, I'm going back. And then they all went
Completes the
back,
entire
and they had
time.
good target
It's huge.
focus, and they got that.
I mean,
Good to
if
see
you're
Shock
London
get
now,
the
you
third
kinda
point
talk
there.
to you
I think they're going to feel pretty good about that attack. I think third point has been really tough for a lot of teams there.
You have an opportunity to
As what we're
potentially,
seeing, especially when it's the way that map
worst case
plays now is
draw,
like you don't
right?
normally have like a lot of time you'd have like
find yourself up 2-0
a double shield comp there or like at least
tank is here.
you basically have multiple shields there or Rhine.
Again,
way it
Big
plays
money
now,
and
it's a lot more just
turn around
going
and
for
not great
picks, and then you
defenses
go in
to
when the time is
those
right there,
matches
and that's what
where
they did. So, good play by Shock. Obviously, they probably would have liked to cap that with time, especially in these maps, but with the way they're playing, their defensive style comp they're going to play on defense, Shock is looking pretty good right here. I think they're pretty happy with how they've played some of the maps already, too. The first map they played,
I think
they probably win that without that C9. So. I think as long as they just play the way they've been playing, they'll probably be able to take this map. And I'm curious to see how this first team fight goes. Because if they win it right away, it's going to be really good for them.
What was the game where Shock struggled on third, didn't cap, and then full held on second? You remember what game
that was? London, I think, wasn't it?
Was it
No.
London? No.
Was it London?
They leave the back.
It was a team that London did run the type of comp that they beat, so it could have been.
Could have been. There was a team, though, you're right, where they just, they struggled on that map and they just held them on second anyway. It might have been London.
They did play London, so it could have been.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, here it goes. They've made the
They went the
swap.
Ryan comp.
It's time.
Yep. This is what they're running. They're running that like passive comp they're playing. So
So I'm interested to see how they're going to push this, actually.
You said you were expecting
God,
maybe on
the eating the fire strike through the wall with defense matrix, that's just frustrating.
But here it allows
Nothing you can do about that.
Behind him, right? And it gives
But
position to land and plank for the
so
company
here's the
shot.
thing with the Ryan comp here. He's gonna have to get his shield fully healed up and then just sit on point and try to force someone to come to fight him on point.
Yep.
It doesn't work because of the comp Shock's running is basically fundamentally designed to beat anything that stands on point. So there goes that.
you see how they just backed up?
So much damage
Like they
coming
just,
from Finn.
that's all they have to do. I mean, they do have to, you know, it's,
Diva does a decent amount of damage.
they
to
definitely have to
shields
make
too,
sure they're
right? Just a
constantly
lot
getting
of
that damage
coming
output
out,
out, though.
yeah.
Because if Ryan gets any,
one try on the
if Ryan
radar,
basically
and
gets
we're
to
gonna
that
switch
back
right
of
off.
point, though,
So I think this is
the-
about
London
the
will win that
back.
team
This is
fight.
about the point with the narrative.
They already
about,
switched, though.
They
They're
swapped
like,
off,
yeah, we're
but
not doing that.
There's
Rush team, only
as
coming
someone
to
who
go
has
away.
faced that situation more times than I would like to admit, it is not fun.
All really solid.
Yep.
The only thing we don't really see from, I guess, is like their Doomfist Diva looks.
Yeah, it's really about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shock's
I-
very
see
happy
everything
with the
else.
styles.
Yeah, no, this is, I mean, this is exactly how they want to play.
He's been
Oh, yeah.
hitting quite a
So
few.
I'm interested to see how are they gonna actually attack this, because I don't think anyone can really dive with Hattie if they go with a support line, because they're playing so far back and above. Ooh,
That stick,
oh
though.
no, but yeah, I think Violet tried to lamp him from up top, but it must have been like a second too late. But they get two, Proper gets two, Shax gets another. I think it's Proper and Kaluge are the last two up, I believe.
They can do this.
Actually, it might. Where's Kaluge?
Let's see. He's still not proper. He's trying to.
Still up?
pressure
Oh,
on the
Kaluge backed
Sparker.
off to get healed, I think.
Kaluge.
Yep.
Oh, here
This will
comes
be
the bomb.
I don't even think wait on
self-destructing.
heals.
He's
Just
back off the
had
spawn
time to
here
go to
too.
the point with Diva
He
ult.
had no healers,
Use the
so
ult to
he has
survive
hope
if they
that
need
he
to, and then
can
they get
heal
it, so.
outside of mech with that self-
Proper's
Honestly,
just spawn camping right now.
Yeah, this has been good for Shock, though. A lot of time off the clock already. Whether or not they win this team fight, the one thing they
It
have
was
to
a
make sure
disciplined
they do
back-off.
Enough that you're gonna have an
Stay on the
overclock
cart.
coming out here.
Out of the card.
Yeah.
Have the
Point.
track proper. Sam with another
Don't let
pick.
them cap the point here. I know they got on the limb there.
All of the Spitfire
Yo,
play
just-
inside that room. Maybe
long as they
because
do
it's
that,
like
they'll
an
be fine.
proper approach. They get hosed down by that disruptor shot, and Sam finds another one.
Shock is
Sam
very
also
disciplined
good.
though, like with how they back out in these fights.
Fantastic
Yep.
play so far this series.
I thought he had like
Yeah,
half
looked
HP,
really
and just
clean thus far.
meleeed him and just disappeared.
They
So
also
Yep.
know how flexible
Okay.
he is. That, like, if they
And
need
the
to
ults are
switch
building
to
up
something
against
else,
Shock. I mean, London
they
is
just
going to
jump
be
on it on
basically
the
doing a
fly.
5
So
ultimate team
London
fight.
with 4
But
ultimates coming in.
because Shock has had a really good
Shock with
team
a
fight
very
right
good
there,
defense thus
they've now
far.
given themselves the opportunity to be able to counter with ultimates. And 2 of those ultimates can win them team fights even against 5 ults. So here's the first ult out of London.
classic ball rollout right there,
Yep,
coming off of
yep.
second point. That's how I got my Doomfist achievement, was doing that rollout.
Yeah.
Okay, Sparker forced him.
Well, against Violet though.
I love that he follows it up by
Getting
flanking.
Violet's pretty big there. Oh, Sparker, yeah, Sparker gets another pick. That's not good.
The Spitfire.
Shock
They're gonna
doesn't
break through here on
go
defense
for this,
now.
I don't think.
Kaluge
They
doesn't
just-
have a
they wait.
self-destruct to rely
No,
on.
there's
Shock's
nothing you
fine
can
with
do.
that, though. I mean, that took almost all the time off the clock. There's less than 3 minutes, and this cart isn't even going to be like pushing at the main gate here until like 2:25. Shock is happy with that. Like at this point, it's all about getting the time off the clock. And they had a great first point, like a great first point. So they're happy with that 100%.
Well, Shock's comp's also built for second, not first. Also,
Yeah.
Proper's hanging out in first point spawn. Nice.
Yep. They're probably going to set up for a play here to stop cart. And it also gives him, a little bit more time to be able to get on this end.
Get a run back in OT, minute each. See what happens.
It's going to be interesting to see, though. They're doing a pretty good job in the back line waiting for him. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Proper's just kind of like harassing their backline a little bit, making sure they're paying attention,
There's the
keeping an
goal.
eye on him.
Yep.
Oh, there's a sleep
Wait.
dart missed.
Landed on. Very wary of Prophet. What a
Waiting
rough
for it.
Still can't do anything though
Fun having
because
to deal with that, but
Backbone's
obviously
sitting there. So
Backbone's always going to be on the scene as well.
having the Zen
At his strength.
also be. Oh my.
Wait.
It's just, these shots are so good though. Like,
Oh, I know.
you think the Zen is very squishy if you watched only Proper's POV. Good chase down there. They
Well,
couldn't
that-
get the Zen ult there in time.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about a little bit too, what D.Va can do. In the team fights where it looks like you're either going to lose or need to trade, D.Va will just go in for a pick. That's what you do. You just feed in for the pick. And that works. It works really well. Great shot, by the way, by Sam.
You know, that was kind of.
It was nice.
You look at it
Yeah.
from London's view.
Sam's been hitting some good shots.
To win that fight and keep
Like, when
this
they need
front
that shot to,
going.
like, prevent Trace
This
from
is where
getting
you're
full
gonna have to,
value,
like, make up that
Sam's been
time
hitting those shots.
towards the end
Also,
of the
Colosseo
fight, right?
ulted there
So
to
lose some fights
remake.
here, know how
Also,
to
look where the
that.
card's
drag
at. It's
out.
taken a minute and a half
worst-case
for the card to
scenario.
get there.
Yep.
That's a backbreaker.
Shock is very happy with this.
Well, yeah, if London ults here to push this, like to win this fight, and Shock wins the next fight with ults. So
London might save their ult.
London should be able to clean up here, but again, they lose like a good minute here to start with. They're in a precarious position.
yeah,
Still,
it looks like you're
it's
right.
all on the table for them here. They can't
Shock needs to
stay
basically
patient
get to the
with
cart
next
now,
fight, but kills like that, you
or
can't
just
afford.
keep
Shaq's
his high
again
ground.
goes down to Sam.
Yeah. Well, actually, Sam gets another
Yeah,
pick there.
you
Actually,
Yeah, get the pick.
Little by
It looks like
little,
Shock's
it's kind of
Fight
worth it.
long This time of the
Yeah.
game because the Shock just playing the clock.
Yeah, I would have lost my
Sam's gonna
grapple
get in
there
trouble
somehow.
Gonna get hunted.
Yeah,
Like,
Sam
I would-
gets isolated.
Kill, but look,
Yeah.
there's players on the payload. The card not moving time.
They're
card
still
didn't
not
move.
moving the card at all.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, they just
Yeah,
they
but
went on the
Shock
cart,
wanna put London
exactly
in
what they were supposed to do. And
overtime
one of the
scenario
best
here.
things they did there too, at
And they
least in
will
my
do that.
opinion,
20 seconds
was
left in the
that
round by the time the card gets to the doors.
Shock like went there one by one, and that took a long time for them to do that. And then look, Shock built
they don't have to
3
feel
ultimates,
like
almost
compelled to
4,
win the game
when
here.
they had no
They
ults.
get hold.
Now
They
London
won.
has every ult
They've
again.
done enough, right, with dwindling some of this clock.
Yeah, this is an ult v ult fight. Ooh, Sam goes down there. That's not a good start.
They traded?
Finn gets one back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, but Sparker gets one back.
Invisible so far in this round. Sparker though at least is
It's 2.
stepping into those
This is
shoes.
the
Settles
Nano
with the Dicey
Sojourn,
Spitfire,
just
but
so
now they've got a
strong.
real chance to get a
Crawford
real
gets the
crack
pick
at
on the
this.
backline on Ana.
The minefield making it
I don't think they can touch
impossible.
though. Wait, they do touch.
They're gonna
They
get
reset. Good play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, especially because San Francisco felt it was.
It's not really. Yeah, it wasn't like too worth to go in for it. But like, I think so. Here's the key, in my opinion.
Sam's got that overclock, but that's it at this moment.
Hattie
so
can't swap now.
gonna have like a
Like,
little bit of a
if you
puncher's
swap
chance here if you're
Ryan,
London to
right,
finish
which is
that
like
with a
the
little
pick that
bit
he
of
would want
time.
to swap to, there's no way you build ult
1
in
minute
time.
10 and counting.
And Kaluja's got bomb way ahead of the ball.
So expect
Ball
a
Yep.
little bit of volatility
This is
here as
basically
Sojourn's
one
reaching for
fight
those ultimates.
territory. 2 if London wins it,
That
or
could
sorry,
be the game,
if
right?
London
There's
loses it
Sparker and
fast.
Cosmic's overclock,
Yeah.
and you get a kill or two.
So this is kind of in Shock's hands right
He's gonna
now.
pop it straight away.
It's
Always
all
the
on this
aggressive
fight.
Sparker.
Yes, it has to be some good DM usage here, which I think will happen.
San Francisco respect the Sojourn ultimate.
Good
block.
DM right
He's gonna
there.
put one of his own
Great job by
down
Shock. They
crazy
disengaged
Sparker,
immediately
but
on that. They
definitely
did not allow
dominating.
any value, and they
Nice.
come back at him with
Sam's
this. Yeah.
Popper's able to make the drive
They
with
win
the
this.
backbone there. Kaluj
I
leading
think.
the way.
Sam's gonna hit the shot
Sam's
here,
gonna put him in
which
Spitfire
Kaluja will
last
just
fight
finish it up.
territory.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. Now,
Here it comes.
As they push up, they
see
really
now
don't
you
know.
have to stick with the
Not
comp
gonna
you're
find it.
on.
Self-destruct here to
91
clean
to
off the card.
ults,
Also,
even though the Rhine
second
Cup
life,
would technically probably be
fantastic
a
to be
little
able to stall
better,
this out in this scenario.
or even Winston would be a little bit better,
Moving in the
you're
wrong
stuck.
direction for the
You
London
have to
Spitfire.
stay. You have to try to use your ult
One
here.
last shot
And
at
the
this.
last 2 team fights,
Valuable minefield available.
they had all their ultimates. Like on first and second, they had all their ults to go in. This time, London only has 1 ult, possibly 2. Shock has a lot of ults now and should be able to at least make it more difficult for them to get this. This D.Va ult could be really
There's
huge.
that minefield.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes Shax to shepherd the cart forward.
It's a decent spot for the ult. Actually, London's position is pretty good though. I wouldn't even
Look,
use it
look,
there.
but Shock just
Shax
backs
needs
away.
a connection,
Yep,
but
yep.
Sparker
There's
finds
not-
it first.
Oh,
We get a
no.
little bit of
And
space
there
here.
it is.
Huge!
They trade off.
Headshots off the
But
rails.
Kaluja's
just
still got his
struggling, but it may
his
not
mech
matter
gear
here.
ult, right?
Self-destruct from Kaluj. Disrupt the shot thrown away.
Boom.
Can't
Gets
Hardy
the ball.
wasn't expecting to get caught by
Put
the
it
Wait,
ball.
right
he
on
gets
the
it.
top.
Miscalculation,
Yeah, that's
and it's
perfect.
cost them the
That
Let's
is-
go.
That was a perfect D.Va
I think
bomb
it would've
because
been difficult
ball's too
either
big
way,
to
but
hide in the
Ilios
cart like that.
rolls to
Like
the
Yep.
the
opposite side of
only
cart.
spot he could have
The
went was around the
self-destruct
front,
damage still
but then you
connects
hide
on
in the front in front of the whole
Takes him
enemy
out.
team, so
Yeah.
you're dead.
That's a shock.
So
Battling back.
That was
and
a
taking
great
our
job by
second
Shock.
down, where
Yep.
That was a much better job
Methodical.
by Shock. I gotta say though, London's playing well.
Oh yeah.
Gotta give credit to London. London has been playing so well recently. This is really good to see. This is really good to see.
It's
So
really nice. I actually I like London doing well. It's
Yeah.
they were definitely struggling at one point, or they were one of the teams that was like kind of struggling, and they found their own little niche. And yeah, they're not playing that niche right now, but I think that's okay, because it's not called for it yet.
Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, this has been good map to see for them. I wonder what the next map's going to be, though.
If I was London,
be interesting.
I would have looked at the past footage and be like, they are not very good on Route 66.
I would go Route 66 100%.
Yeah. But
I'm going to go to the bathroom very quickly for 1 second while we have the screen here. This will be a perfect timing while we have this coverage continue screen.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll be good to go.
Nice. Perfect screen for it. I've actually never been. I wonder how many people, or if Emongg or anyone else has been to Hawaii. I've never been. Actually, I've only been to, outside of the Northeast, I've only been to LA one time. So, you know what? Maybe I gotta, hit the water, hit somewhere nice before Watch 2 comes out. Maybe I'll put that on my list of things to do. I should take this from the bathroom as well.
All right, I'm back. Hello. How's it going, everybody?
Hello, I'm back too.
Hi. Smile? Okay. What am I doing? What's the play? Oh, okay.
Oh. Is that what we're doing?
Do you have yours?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, put it on. Where is... Oh, what do I have? I have gummy worms. I have a squeaky cheeseburger with, like... I have the Shock logo. I have a coffee cup.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
What is this a donut? Oh.
I don't know. I'm wearing this right now. This is wonderful.
What am I looking at?
What is... Oh, no.
What is this?
Oh. Oh, no. Yeah. Wait, where's the... Oh, wait. You have that set up perfectly with the...
Yeah, I thought
Wait,
the cup put in the bottom made the most sense.
Oh, wait. That makes sense because I don't think I have this in the AM/PM logos right there.
Oh, yeah.
AM/PM sent us this. That's a good idea. That's a
Yeah.
really good
Wait,
idea.
this was... No, this was totally planned.
Yeah, one second. I got this. Don't worry.
I'm very good at product placement.
I'm just going with this. That's great.
I mean, it's well, you're almost
There we go.
There you go. Now you got it. Yeah.
There we
now
go.
you got it.
Okay, that makes more sense now because then the coffee cup down there.
So yeah, this is probably the closest as we're gonna get to Hawaii right now, right? Is
yeah,
an AM/PM. I forgot what this thing's called. Alua? Is it Alua? Is that what it's called? I don't remember off the top of my head. Alay. I'm so cultured. I know everything. I'm smart.
Yep. Yeah, they made it for us. AMPM did. Wait, they use straws? Or what is? This is gummy worms.
Mine's
I got a coffee cup.
Mine's string.
Yeah, mine's string too.
I got the coffee cup. There's gummy worms. There's a donut. There's a donut.
Wait. My hot dog squeaks. Or my hot dog. My burger.
Wait, you have a hamburger and I got a donut?
Yeah, watch this. Whoa, that was.
Wait, yours? Oh.
Oh, wait, you're this too.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Sully might. Yeah.
Yeah, the mice
even
that live in my
realize that.
apartment are about to come out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh wow, that was a lot louder than I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah, you just
Oh.
pretty good. Oh, thank you, AMPM.
Yeah, AMPM.
Nice.
AMPM sent us this. This is wonderful.
So, am I gonna cast the rest of this with a Twizzlers? Oh, Kilo's in for Sam here, actually. Oh, interesting. So
Yeah.
I'm calling it now. We're gonna see some Dorado, possibly. But actually, no. It's London's pick. There's no way London picks Dorado. They have to pick Route 66, right? Right? There's no way. London would have to be trolling to pick Dorado. What do you think?
Route 66 is my guess.
Yeah, I think they have to pick Route 66, but
They have to go with Route 66. 100%.
yeah. Okay. They're not trolling. They're trying to win.
Yep.
I wonder. Do you think Shock's been trying to improve their Route 66?
I would hope so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, their system was working. If you were good at 3 out of the 4 game modes, and you just throw the last
I would
one
hope
out,
so.
you know, but
it's like, should we
this is
improve
kind
Route
of falling
66?
apart.
Yeah, should we improve at Route 66? I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
It's supposed to be a rhetorical question that's very easy for you to answer, and you made it tougher than it needed to be.
absolutely did. Absolutely did.
And that is the special.
Yep.
The Emongg special. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah. Official partners of the Shock, AMPM,
Yeah.
which I am
Yeah,
now wearing.
They sent that to us. Yeah.
Yeah, they sent us. So,
Yeah.
what flavor is the gummy bears? Did you get to read it? I can't read upside down.
Wait, you got gummy bears?
Or, yeah, I got gummy bears. What'd you
I
get?
got gummy worms.
Oh, get rolled. I got gummy bears.
My flavor is flavored candy.
Mine's
Wrecking Ball seems
Gummy
fun, 'cause
bears.
A lot of teams have
Yeah,
really
I
gotten
don't-
a lot of value out of the disruption.
says 12
It also-
12
it tends
included
to create
flavors.
a lot of safe zones
Yeah, but
for
mine's-
your winners
mine's
to
good
play a little
stuff.
more
Oh yeah,
aggressive.
mine's also good stuff. Oh hey,
Yeah.
Lands on here.
that's us with the good stuff.
Just the ticket.
Yep.
We'll see if they stick on the Wrecking Ball and they see the Diva on the other side. Like how
makes
you
crunkling
mentioned,
noises.
and we've seen like Diva
I think yours has more
been
room than
played
mine.
a
I
bit,
feel like mine's very like.
in the APAC region, not as much in the West.
Yeah.
So
Just this team.
we've seen really,
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
yeah, the Shock have played it, and that's really about it. So maybe this is something the Shock realized, like, hey, you know, this Diva composition could be
Why
really
did they think
good.
it was a good idea to give us squeaky
I know whether
toys?
it's
I have no
Wrecking
idea.
Ball, whether it's
Listen,
against
I didn't even know it was a
Reinhardt
squeaky
based
toy.
stuff, it can really keep some problems.
I really hope that they didn't know either,
Yep.
and we just discovered it.
QGC for San Francisco,
Yep.
obviously violating the rules can very quickly get back up. So
You know, again though, we're not seeing more Rhine comps again. Is it mad that I'm kind of disappointed? I was kind of hyped to finally see
chasing that Wrecking Ball with intent.
some of these comps, and
very hard
it's
to do, especially
we're just
if
left out to
they
dry. We're
Speaking
playing
of
ball.
adjustments on this map, though, they are running Diva here. We haven't seen this comp either. We've seen it on Eichenwalde, but not Route 66. So that was the adjustment they made. They were like, you know what, let's play Diva.
No real help for back.
Let's play Diva.
Try and get through.
I think the Diva's
choke of the
is
map,
really
so,
good. Like
he's
you
gonna
just
fall.
basically are just supporting your back line, making sure that they can continue to be the 3rd and 4th DPS players.
He's gonna drop in mortality field.
Oh, Landon's gonna get rolled there. Yep.
Stagger in there. Okay, and
Tough.
they really
Gets
got
caught
that.
out.
Gets something for a
Oh.
killer goes down at the very least here.
Ooh, that was a
But
good
San
shot.
Francisco dra- that
Pretty
fight gets
decent
dragged out
start
so
for
much.
Shock, though.
Violet's able to
Well, they
build
did
into
lose
this
someone there,
air
like,
matrix here.
They're
Copper and Shax
building
are
up
in
ults
step
pretty
as
quickly, and
they're
this is
all
actually,
gonna call it
believe it or not, this is probably
we're
one of
gonna
the best
do it.
first-point
Just-
defenses we've seen out of Shock on this
Didn't
map.
go for so well.
Yeah, no, I actually think this might be the best one.
Split off to the
Yes.
side, and
Because
Shock is
Collision's-
very happy about this.
Yeah, Collision is holding that bottom slash high ground like tunnels very, very well. Basically making it so they can't push. And then if they hard commit on the rotate, then he comes out of his hole and goes and helps out the back line, make sure they don't get dove.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this is like a little Shock got a little death trap under there.
This has been definitely way different than how they played it. I can say
Yeah.
without a doubt. Oh, no.
Ooh, they get violets, unfortunately,
They do
but
have Zen also if they need to.
yeah, they still got ults ready to go. Landon's
They
one.
might be able to trade here.
Forces the use of the mortality field, actually. And the Trent comes out and actually saves Kilo there, going out the back. Nice, not bad. Proper's got a pulse bomb, which means there is probably a kill incoming.
Yep, if not,
Here
at
it
least
comes.
they're gonna.
Oh, he's looking for it. He's
Oh,
looking
oh,
for it.
Ball's one.
Ball's one. He's looking for it. Oh, misses.
Oh, surprisingly misses the pulse. We actually
Yep.
seen a couple today. Actually, technically, ever since you said something.
Oh my god. I mean, I should
It
have
doesn't need a pulse.
I should have just not said anything wrong.
Yeah. I don't think Proper's in a pulse then. Proper hasn't even gotten a lamp kill.
You know what? Next time he's gonna pulse bomb, I'm gonna tell him he's gonna miss the pulse bomb. Okay,
Yeah.
I will correct what's wrong with the universe.
It's gonna be overclocked from both sides.
Yeah, I think Kilo knows he needs to kill Sparker while he's doing this. And the Shocker in such a bad position in terms of, like,
Kalu just eats all of those shots.
Kilo
Yep.
gets
It's pretty
what he's
good.
for, I guess. Violet
Trading,
goes down, the
trading
immortality
just
goes
Violet
but there's still
for a
stalled
one-to-one
here.
trade
Kilo allows
and a
him to
Sojourn ult, I honestly don't think you
he's
can get a better
able
trade
to
than
keep
that.
the top down,
Yep.
because most of the
And
time
Clue
the
does get
DPS
Team
are
X
getting
there, but
that
like
calmly or
the amount of time they were able to delay there to give themselves an opportunity to even win this right here is unbelievable. They like
Kyle
look
gets
at the
another.
lamp.
Oh, wait, yeah, but this is still winnable though.
Oh,
Oh, the kick!
It was the extra 25 HP right
Proper
there.
coming in here as well. Violet gonna walk on through.
I will say this though. Out of all the Shock
Not
matches
gonna
we have
make
watched on
much of
Route
an impact.
66, that
This
is
is
by
the best
far the
one.
best first
Not
point
pretty
defense we
able
have
to
seen.
get this
Yep.
first checkpoint. This
So
is
we know
by
the
far.
answer. They
as
said,
well,
you know what, we're gonna
They did
improve
not
with this
expect
map.
Diva, right? I
In
can't
before,
imagine,
like-
you know, many teams in scrims are running this Diva
They end up
type of setup.
showing like a
Yeah,
better defense
especially
they've had
for
so
we've
far,
seen
but
like one team in game.
to me that was the best Route 66 defense they've had
Pretty
on that.
difficult to beat here at this start, but maybe
Yep.
now that London's
Agreed.
got the payload out of that area, they can start to get
Keep it going.
That was lovely from
So
Shax.
Proper's gonna miss
Just
this
presents
pulse
on
bomb here.
Kilo. There doesn't really
Oh,
give
yeah.
any chance
Is,
to
you know,
back away.
Standard
Could also
standard
be an answer
pulse
to the
bomb miss.
rising, like,
Yep.
prominence of Wrecking Ball compositions from a lot of
Let's
teams.
see.
Clues may just not prefer to play it. Feels like the Diva offers them some answers against that. So far, though, good start.
Maybe just looking for a spot to miss it at.
That's that momentum that they've been able to build. Finn has the
Wait,
transcendence.
looking for a
here.
spot to miss
Vale's
it?
lost that immortality
Yes.
field now, so is the window.
Yep.
Figurative and literal.
Forces
Yeah, I think that's-
forces the
that's
transcendence though.
Try and exploit.
Yep.
Yeah, the transcendence comes from.
I fixed it!
There we
Fixed
go.
it!
Okay,
Yes!
there we go.
I did
See,
it!
that's what I was saying. Like,
Finally, everything I say, the opposite happens.
Man, they got it.
There we go. I
Now,
was
now that I
wondering on that
understand my
one.
power, I have so much power now.
oh,
Trying to match dive versus
Okay,
dive.
see, perfect.
Leaving your backlines without any
Shocker gonna
social
lose this
skill.
fight.
You're probably
Yep.
going to lose
I
against
mean-
the Shock, whose proper tends to have an outsized impact when he gets to, dive these backlines unharried. And he's dealing against, like, kind of busted Zen, like really
There you go.
powerful 225 HP Zen.
I now
And he's,
I now understand my shitty superpower.
That, I mean, you gotta be confident you're gonna be able to get in there with your Tracer and Wrecking Ball and burn some of these players down and get these kills fast.
Kyle
And
let's see now. Look at the ult. Proper almost has a pulse bomb.
Kilo is
again.
not. Kilo is gonna miss a 3K here.
good luck.
Golden opportunity here for San Francisco.
With his ult.
Get a big advantage in this map. It's Kilo. Oh, what a pick! Shax walks around the corner headlong into some charged photons.
In your
Sparker's able to
defense,
shut
Alright.
down that ultimate out.
I
We got one, though.
Like go to. Yeah, that's better than nothing, you know. Oh,
I didn't understand.
Wait
I had
a
to say the other
second.
team's name. Oh
wait
my
a
god.
second.
Yeah, that was through.
I have to say the other team's
Okay.
name.
Hit Finn behind it and DMAC Colosseo.
I'm still learning, okay? I'm still learning the power.
Goes
Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, that is you talk about needed to make a play. I mean, they needed a play.
Okay,
in the
Shock
world
can
to
still
happen
retake on
there,
this.
and that
I love
was
the game
huge
chat.
there
Did you
from
see that?
Sparker.
We've
I
seen some
love
incredible
seeing that.
Sojourn plays this season.
Ray type,
Stands
wow.
among them for sure.
I'm telling you, wow.
Still last
Alright,
fight
so
scenario
Proper's
for
gonna
London, though.
miss this
Can
pulse
they
bomb.
keep that wind in their sails? It's an early D-Mech on Colosseo, not a great omen for the shock. They lose him very quickly there to the disruptor shot, and there's a great pulse connection here. And you can see them
I think he's gonna use it, actually. He might not use it here.
He
He didn't use it. Didn't use it. Okay, didn't use it.
Really?
Didn't use it. Doesn't count.
You
Doesn't
know,
count.
sometimes you just need somebody to make a big play, and it seemed like they were London just kind of waiting for
Why are you
somebody
peeved?
to have that big moment that was going to give them that confidence back. Remember after map number 1, like we saw how they were like kind of smiling and laughing.
There's still time. There's still time.
There's time.
Plenty of time.
It's been a good start so
Actually,
far,
only
though.
left. It was actually pretty good. Not gonna
Yeah, this
lie.
has been good so far. I'm ready.
Considering the last couple of Route 66s we've watched, this is actually really good.
That could change things.
I'm ready.
Also, Finn just like, I'd love to see a statistic of how many fights Finn opens with the pick. Like, I think like Finn might honestly be like top 2 for like for first entry pick. Constantly like in the right spots.
It's more than you expect more often than not.
I agree.
Proper still
A lot of picks.
holding on to this pulse bomb, making sure
Getting hit with these discords and whatnot.
he's got it for a long time.
A lot of space for Sparker. That is a wild shot there from Kilo.
That's a good shot from him.
Nice.
Going up one.
That was a good pick.
Oh, those elevators. Dude, I did that so
Going
many
on a last
times.
team fight right here.
Yeah.
Don't dig their heels in. It looks like London are not going to be allowed to advance any further.
Wait.
We have trend sentences here from both Zenyatta, so it's definitely
Who's going to touch point?
The ball's hiding. The
I
ball's
can't
hiding.
see because...
The ball's hiding in the back line.
Oh, okay.
The ball is by
Tracer
the
side.
ball is by the spawn door.
Yeah, they're going to be able to actually... Oh, no. They're going to be able to Zen ult this now, too.
Not coming off well.
Wait a second.
Backbone as he tries to dive.
No, that'll
Both
be
sides,
a
though.
It's from both sides. An ant matrix, so here from
Oh, the
Violet.
pulse bomb. The pulse bomb.
Oh, it missed.
Misses.
Shock. Looks like they're going to be able to hold third point here. They're still going to have a good attack.
Yeah, but this is still
very good
this
job.
is actually like a pretty big improvement to what we've seen them do in the past. And
Much better.
There towards the end, I feel like
I think
when you
I think we should watch them
you know,
struggle against
Finn
Boston
just
at one
takes
point on
Discord
this map.
volley,
So
Kilo's
it's
landing
nice to
these
see
shots. And just
you know,
that
a third
long
point hold.
alleyway. There's
And
really
and
no
Oh,
by
yeah,
the way,
they've made a
this
good adjustment.
first and second were like overtime
you get to a
pushes. So.
spot. Think about all the spots.
They've made a
on
good
this part
adjustment there.
of Route
We like to see.
66. You know, if you're trying to like break line of sight, like most likely your supports don't have.
What do you
line
think
of
about
sight.
the Diva
Like,
comp? Do you
so
like
many,
it?
Like different like doorways.
You know, it's
whatnot,
exactly how I
that
thought the
he's
Diva
not
comp
even
would be
really
played,
able to get a
where you
ton of
play just very
healing
defensive
going
with it
out, so it
and
makes it
like
really tough on
don't
Hadi
do too
there
much.
at
But
the
I've
end.
enjoyed the Diva
You
comp
see
because
that
obviously
the
I like to
shot
play a
there
lot
really
of Diva,
bounced
so
back
seeing
after
Diva
that
work
heroic play,
is good.
From Sparker with you know, we don't know.
Yeah,
how
it's
their
a different
offense
type of
is gonna
comp that we
go.
see with
That
Diva.
still
It's
may be
actually not
enough,
really. It's
right?
kind of
You
how
know,
you would
just
play
getting
Diva a lot,
past
where you just kind of
that
have that
second
like
checkpoint's
backline
huge
feel.
here.
But it's been interesting to see how it's played, and I've been enjoying it. And obviously, it's working for Shock right now. Obviously, they're going to have an attack coming up here, and it's going to have to still play just as well in attack. But so far, I've been very happy with how they've played the comp. And the best part about this is that if they win this map, they're going to be extremely happy to see that they have now made a proper adjustment on this map to be able to do what they're doing. I will say, though, we saw a lot of teams against, and I don't know if that's changed over, like, scrims or, like, what current meta is now. I will say we saw multiple teams switch to Ana Brig against Shock on this map.
Let's see.
Because that way Proper wasn't able to get that same value.
He gets the, I believe
So we haven't seen that swap either. That could have changed meta-wise, though, because we weren't seeing Bat B play too much in this map fight.
One shot.
So I think we've seen a little bit of a shift in
shoulder
that.
of the mech, but
That
it's
was
enough.
dirty.
Yeah, that
to
was
get
unbelievable.
That sort of D-mech, so
It was nuts.
wandering
Yeah.
into
So
the firing line.
Kilo's playing some of the Widow here. This was the comp they always liked running, and I like the Sojourn way more.
Oh, yeah.
Widow's just tough, I think, sometimes to run here, unless you're just getting like pretty much picks consistently with every like
Pretty risky the Widow,
hook
right?
shot, etc. You know what I mean?
I feel
Like
it's very
Yep.
feast or
because you can
famine.
kind of position around it. You
It's
don't really
definitely
have to take the
making
fight with it
Lantern
anymore.
sweat
But
a
I think
bit.
the
You see
Winston
playing
is
around that pole,
going to be a lot
getting
harder
really
to
low.
stay alive
Kalu's gonna
here.
go in. Yeah, you're gonna
And
get
there it
to
is.
him.
That's what
It's
the
not
Widow
like
does for you there, I think. Hardy's sat in
the
worst
Diva
possible
comp
place
or
as
the
well.
ball.
It's so
You
easy
can just
for
like
Kalu's
kind
to
of be
go upstairs
pesky and
and
roll
get
around and
the
stuff. You have to be
Yep.
so much more committive.
But so far,
Hardy gonna go
really
for a
good start for
wrecking ball.
Shock
You're gonna probably do
in
this
the map
just to
control
get
right now.
back and try and
Yep.
get a
I wouldn't doubt if we
touch,
see a
right?
pulse bomb on Diana in the
Hardy's
back.
moving so fast.
But we'll see.
The Zen? Or the Zen?
Or the Zen. Or the Zen.
Oh man,
I think they're trying to one-clip him. Like, wow. Unfortunately, this 500 HP on Zen there made it difficult.
Yeah.
Couldn't draw.
Yeah, I think you get him more HP, honestly.
In a tough spot
Wait.
here.
Cool.
Proper's like, wait, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm watching FRD.
That's
like,
tough.
The longest
That's
stagger
tough.
I've ever seen, and just him just accepting.
He may still be in a stagger. We don't know. Titans never helping him out. Poor guy.
I'm ready
Do
to
you
see
think
what
he was gonna
happens
try to
here.
go for the C9 there? What do you think?
FRD.
I don't think so. I think we're just trying to be in a spot where you don't like, if Proper's sitting there and they don't check that spot the whole time, that gives Proper like 3 less blinks out to get the spot. Proper's at, you know what I mean?
Where does his pulse
Better
go
position.
exactly?
Well, here comes the pulse bomb.
Mark is out of the
Good start here by
so-
Shock though. Able to get a pick. Oh no!
Just roll straight through Proper.
That's
I don't even think he meant
about
to do
as
that.
unlucky as it
They
gets.
see him rolling and they
What do you
hate it.
mean?
Because
Yeah,
they
the
have two
nano
players
roll?
as soon as he turns
Yeah, clearly
up.
meant to do that.
Also, this is us. This is us. This is that's us playing ball.
Wait, you can pile drive up there? I've tried that. Doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I mean like us trying to roll up the wall. Can't do it.
Completely random though. You know what? That on Zarya now, you can right-click jump up to that like high ground up there now.
Yeah, because you can jump so high now.
Oh yeah.
Nah, he's Gucci.
It's interesting.
It feels a little bit though like you're just kind of like.
I'm waiting to
see what
this
out
pulse
there,
bomb
right?
is by
Like,
Proper.
where maybe Violet.
Also,
maybe there's a better use
I mean,
of
it was a while
Matrix,
ago, but notice how they swapped on the ball comp again because the
Yeah,
Winston
still
just
kind of throw it in
can't
there
do
at
it.
the end, and that's
Too
going to be
tough.
the minefield. It's going to try and block the supports you see in the outline and that lower.
Yeah, this
tunnel
minefield is
push
gonna be a
through.
bit of a problem. Can't really help out
Yeah,
Clears
and
that
also, I mean,
much.
no other ground ball
Oh, but the
units,
oh
like-
my god, that was disgusting.
That's so massive. It's monumental.
But the trade,
Jax gets headshot by Kilo though, so still is on the
I think
table.
the
but
trade-
Spark
I think I
is
missed the
like
honor
a
shot
second.
there.
Shock's going in for this too. They're going for the.
He thinks he's proper there, so yeah, he takes a ton of damage and probably chase him. That's
I think Shock gets
a bit
this.
of a
Nice
weird
job.
looking one from his perspective, but
Proper
Shock
getting a
get
couple
that
picks
tip.
there. No surprise.
It's
I will
still-
say that's still a good attack by
It could have
Shock.
been way worse.
I think
right?
Sparker
It was
didn't get
looking
healed.
like
I
it
think
was
that
gonna
one
be way
shot
worse for London.
Len missed.
They're able to hold the shot
And so
for
he
like
was
a minute
hesitant to
there,
go in.
on
It
the
looked like, and
block,
then finally he said, "All right, I gotta go,"
3 minutes, 15.
and got chipped down very fast.
So you can get Sparker
So
set up on the high
Proper
ground,
just
right?
cleaned it
You
up
have
very
a
easily.
Nano
Yep.
potentially, whether
Might
it's for
that was
been a
very
slightly
body,
different fight, maybe. I don't
depending
know.
on who needs it worse. So, oh, actually, that was
Ooh.
Violet up on the high
Ooh.
ground, and
Oh, God.
Bonnie just rolls right up there with Sparker. He gets a Discord, and they're able to take him out
Yeah,
real
it's-
fast.
Gotta be careful.
In that position away from
the
Violet,
BAP jumps
it gets
against
too aggressive,
Sojourn,
it's always
because
too hard, turning up and upending his
That one
players.
tap, you never know when it's coming.
It's fine for the
Yep.
Spitfire, right? I mean, you
Sojourn's
make
fun.
this costly for the Shock.
Yeah,
At
Sojourn's
first,
a
which
ton
is
of fun.
crucial.
Ton of fun. Let's see what Shock has coming up right now. They do have Soldier coming up. They do have a window possibly, so they might be aggressive. I don't know. London has so many else that they can just win off these else. So it's like, I don't even know what they're going to do. I think Shock's going to get as much card push as they can, build up their ultimates, and then
Your
wait for the
main
next team
focus
fight.
here is to
Yeah,
burn
that's the
fly.
play. And
You
just push the
have
cart little by
this
little.
checkpoint, right? You've
Yeah,
got
and if they get a
checkpoint
pick,
on
then you go off of
side.
that.
Not a
If I had to guess who's gonna get the first pick, it would be
It's gonna be
Proper.
Proper,
Yep.
is my
Yeah,
guess.
see?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, wow,
Knew
oh,
it.
wow.
Knew it.
Oh no.
You can make it pretty
Still even,
difficult
though.
for the
Still
shot
even,
to
though.
complete.
Kilo.
Wait.
That's
Oh.
beautiful.
Wait.
Shots, no less. Yeah, great
Okay, that's what we like
I
to
was really
see.
hoping Kill was gonna get the 3K there because
I
then
know.
I would have just predicted it earlier at the same spot.
Yep.
You can still come out and fight this if
It was
you're
only
Look
two.
at that.
You're gonna have minefield.
Look at the
you're gonna
ult
have nano.
pool on London.
Pulse
Like
bomb.
if they can't win this team
You know,
fight
Ant Matrix
and
will
they
see
try to use their
where
ult,
Violet
this is
sets up
Shock's good to go.
to use this, but you can definitely come
Are they
out
gonna
and
have the
fight this. You
touch?
have good
Yeah,
set
they
of
have the
ultimates to
touch.
use.
Shock's good to go.
Audio touch.
Disruptive shot thrown down in front of the end.
Oh boy, yeah, the nano so.
Yeah.
Oh, the collateral.
Wow.
The collateral. Oh, it's so
Oh.
disgusting. Oh my, the collateral nano
instead of like nanoing like Hottie, right?
That's gross.
They
Like I was
nano
saying, Shock would have been good to go there if
in-
they won that
they
team
just-
fight.
he
But
just
now
darts
the
out,
time
like,
is looking a bit
slides
tough.
in so fast,
but Shock
gets
does
high
have
ground,
3 ultimates
overclock
coming up.
turns and just burns like
So
3
does
people
London, though.
instantly.
Yeah, it's
no way for
They
the
do,
Shock to
but-
react there.
But Proper has pulse
Stole a
bomb.
base and then hit a home run.
Yep.
It was like 2 ultimates almost.
Proper has pulse bomb.
All right.
Yep.
Yep. I'm not saying anything
Into the
else.
transcendence
Yep.
play. 55 seconds in the round.
Bomb coming up
San
soon.
Francisco need to come up with something decisive here.
Bomb actually could be really good at
Yeah, this could be
forcing
huge
point
here.
here.
The pace of the game right now, and the Shock
It
don't
is
look
not
like
a
one
good
of those
spot, though,
conditions
here.
proper. It's
Oh,
minutes
wait,
to me as
Hopper
Sparker
gets
pulls
pulse
a hole through
bombed.
Finn.
Oh.
My,
That will be a
oh
cleanup phase.
no.
This could take some time as well. More
Gonna have to
from the
reset,
Shock.
go
They're
again.
down to 35, Matt.
Yeah, and if they get this kill on
Gonna
a
be coming down to a
Collusion,
last fight
could he
situation.
get- he's
Collusion
got
cannot
self-destruct,
get
but
D-Max.
Probably doesn't want
They
to burn in
won't
this
be
type
able
of
to.
situation. All right, he gets out with his
They won't be
life.
able
I was
to.
gonna say.
It's been interesting
He
though.
wants to make that self-destruct. Yeah.
London's playing
no.
really well.
Now or never.
Yes.
London.
This would be such a
Pick this
huge map win for London.
Sparky has just been unreal so
Oh
far.
no, Violet's all by himself.
Early.
He used the transients early to make sure he
Is
doesn't
that
die.
okay though? Because they're not trading
them.
Zel.
They just regroup here.
They're happy with
So
that, but
far,
like,
so
oh
good.
no.
First tick in the box for London. Hardy
Touch.
backs away
Make sure
there, a
there's
little bit of
touch.
pressure,
Okay,
but he
cool.
sees
Yep.
Colosseo
Who's got it?
threaten the card.
Who's
Traded,
but
they
also
did
has
lose
bomb, by
Violet.
the way, so they can
Wait.
kind of leave him.
Step up.
Wait, but Proper.
Needs to decide
Proper
how to
gets
get
two.
out of these mines.
Rory gets 2, Kilo gets 1 as well. Volusia actually still has bombs, so they actually can just completely just leave him alone. Like, I think that's why they went high ground there, you know, and it pulled Hattie away from being able to like disrupt their backline.
The mines?
Because they were like, oh, Kaluja's by himself, but Kaluja has bombs to just reset.
No.
And didn't use it either, so still can kind of just be the point presence here.
You know what?
This is one fight territory.
It's really risky.
If done, if done well.
Saving it for this moment in time.
And watch him
They
proper
walk
there.
through this,
I could definitely do that. You know,
hallway
almost
to
one clip
complete
the
the
Ana,
map.
have the
And
Ana
play for
heal
this
completely, and then go into a one clip into a blink melee.
Right on the middle
Definitely
there. This is gonna
probably
buy
done
some
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, maybe if you were taking a nap.
Eliminations as a result of that quite yet.
Wait.
Oh, Shax has the recall
Oh.
here. Back up into all anyway.
Oh wait,
Party caught unawares by Kilo as he moves up.
this is interesting.
All of his over
Proper gets a huge pick onto Yana. Wait.
Wait.
If they keep Cart going here and don't lose anybody, they win this.
Cart needs to keep moving, though.
Yep.
Everybody chiming in with some big
It's a
eliminations.
huge
and
stick, but
Shax
I think it's very
Too
winnable.
late
Ball
in
has
the
to touch,
damn
but they know
day.
ball's coming.
Ball has to touch, but Kaluj still has bomb, so he can just put the bomb perfectly on the cart.
But the nano was huge.
But it's going to be burned away in a moment, in a heartbeat. It's going to be
And the
same
window's
Nice
still
job.
up.
into that box of victory. And it's up to Shax to
I
score.
don't think he needs to use
Spark is
bomb.
able
I
to
think he's
limit the
chilling.
pressure, but not enough
I think
damage
they win
because
that.
Battlefield in play for Violet.
I wouldn't
Okay,
use
look where he
bomb
is.
here.
Look where he's standing. Look where Kaluja's standing. He's standing in the perfect spot to make sure that they win.
The map away.
So even so, if you notice, both on Eichenwalde and that map, when he gets low,
Yeah, that is.
he goes and jumps up
brutal there
perfectly
for
where the
London.
bomb would be to make sure that you can get all the cards covered, so you don't can't use half the card as cover, and that basically guarantees you're gonna win the fight now. So
Let's go.
Very smart.
Let's go. Great job by Shock right there.
For the Spitfire.
Also, I believe is that halftime now because everyone was getting up and walking.
That
away.
will be, yes. That will be.
Nice. It was actually been a little bit closer than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was
Yeah,
gonna be.
so far I've been enjoying the match. It's been really fun. It's been really fun.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. I thought it was gonna be not a quick 3-0, but it was gonna be a drawn out, methodical, having to like delay out Ryan comps type of deal. But we haven't even seen them play it at all. Oh, or what's this? We're on the beach.
That was wonderful.
Nice.
That was wonderful.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Hawaii?
No. I'd like to go one time.
Yeah, it'd probably be cool to go one time.
Oh, Sully has my chair. Hi, buddy.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Sully, do you want to go to Hawaii, Sully?
Yeah, maybe he does. All right, I'll be right back one quick second.
All right.
You might be hungry. Are you hungry? I'll be right back. And hope everybody's enjoying. On to the next map. Let's go, Shock. BRB. Hi, buddy.
He's gonna follow. I
Hi.
feel like he wants the chair. No, he wants the chair. He's not. He doesn't want the food. He wants the chair. He wants the chair. Take it. Take it. The chair. Oh. I wonder if Emongg knows. There was a new game that came out. It's like the there's an island there. Nice. Oh. 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 Okay. Oh. Oh. Wait. Oh, okay, bye. See you later. Well, it's just me now, I guess. This new game that came out about being a cat. Wait, where am I going? Oh, I'm in the center now. Nice, nice. Well, I guess I do like being the center of attention. Not really, but.
We have returned.
Welcome back.
I think Sully wanted to play with it, so I was like,
Wait, you lost yours. Where did he took it?
well, I think he wanted to play with it because it had all the stuff on it, so he was ready.
So he's gonna take the gummy worms.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, that wouldn't be a good idea.
No, that'd be a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't think he can get it open. He can't get it open. It's like decent plastic. He can't like pop a hole in it or something. You just, yeah, you'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Oh, this though.
He's a good boy.
Might be like, nah, I'm probably not getting into this. Also, this is shocking. I just realized that.
Yeah, it does. It has shock on it. Yeah,
Is there
100%.
any more surprise things on this that I'm not realizing? Is the AM/PM? Wait, no, that's here. Okay, that's AM/PM. That's shock.
Yep, there was shock.
What's up here?
Coffee cup.
What is on this?
That's Toomgus.
Oh, it is two kids.
Yeah,
Yo, it better not
with
be
the hot dog fingers. You didn't see Toomgus?
Yo, am I gonna get in trouble if I rip his fingers off? Because I don't like having the hot dog fingers on me.
No, you gotta leave the hot dog fingers.
Well, they're already coming off, dude. They're hanging on by a thread. Like if I sneeze a little too far in this direction while I'm holding this, it's just gonna.
Yeah, you gotta have.
It's gonna fall out.
Yep.
Oh man. Oh. Anyways, though, how did you enjoy your last day of beta today?
I'm gonna be honest. I had fun with the beta. I was having a ton of fun, like just playing like all the tanks. It was a good time.
Did you like this one more than the last beta?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Oh, yeah.
Same.
I think the balance is getting a little bit better. On top of that, I mean, to be honest with you, before we would get like 10-minute queues, 8-minute queues. I said a little better. This obviously is the bit to go. But like,
I don't even know if I want to say a little bit better. I am scared.
Well, I mean, as long as they're doing like the changes they were doing, and I've talked about it a little bit before, as long as they're like being consistent with patches, like every few weeks if they need to with that, that's what I want to see. When it comes to balance. But yeah, no, what were we talking about in the last part there? Though you said there's something else there I missed. I was talking about it and then I forgot.
Beta 1 versus Beta 2?
I think Beta 1, I mean, we had you'd have like the 10-minute queues into the 5-minute game. So I think them having, the competitive rule set on quick play made it a lot more enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely liked the longer games.
Did you see my tweet today?
To the quick games. What was
my
the tweet?
So remember at the end of the game we were.
Oh yeah, when it was. Yeah. Because what does the fox say?
Yeah, the code they put out said, "What does the fox say?"
Yeah, well, they finally confirmed it because they posted that blog post today.
Wait, there was a blog post too?
Yeah, they posted a blog post saying like, "Thanks for all the beta. We'll talk to you in the next few weeks about upcoming stuff or something like that, and we might have some additions like the Fox support hero."
Interesting.
They had a blog post that talked about it. Yeah, it wasn't like the longest one in comparison to ones we've seen, but like it talked about that. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yep.
Good to know.
Yep. So, yeah. We'll see. What's up?
Now that I saw it, never mind. I thought it was something funny. I saw something funny. We'll see it later. We put push now, right? Oh. God, this is so bad. That's what I was laughing at. I saw that. I saw it on the side first.
You know what? I'm just chilling. Listen, I'm ready for this next matchup here. I can't wait.
Because he pounds. All right, good one, Corey. Good one. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, this was
not because I want to, but because I will just let it slide this one time.
Yep. Thank you, Corey.
That being said, though, push.
You know what? I will say it's about push. I like the 10 minutes on push.
Yes.
I will say I like the 10 minutes on push.
I had to say, after today, though, Jay keeps saying that 2CP is better than push. Yeah, no. After our second Temple of Anubis, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm over this.
I will say this with push, the more and more that like the more and more I played, I started to notice it more throughout. It's almost like we finally started to see the meta spots on push where you want to go to at the beginning, where you take the team fights. And once I started to see that more and more with push, I enjoyed push more because I like the way that like we go on like a new Queen Street, right? Initially, everybody would just go down middle and like fight randomly. Then on new Queen Street, I started to see people go high ground to the right, and then teams would engage there, and then you started to see like different things happen on push in comparison to before, like last beta, where we were just running around like, hey, what's going on? Let's put a 5 on the robot, right? Like,
Yep.
you know, there was a lot of different stuff happening. I noticed that as the betas have gone on now, the way push is being played has changed, and we're having a lot closer matchups. Like, I'll have games where one team will be at like 100 meters to like 20 meters for like 6 minutes, but then we start to win those back-to-back team fights. Next thing I know, it's coming down to the last team fight off of Ultimate's game, and it's been fun. I still think there's a lot to learn about the maps with push. I'm still like trying to figure out where I want to go. What do I do off of a team fight? You know, when should I get off the robot? Is it worth going to this side? Should you get off the robot at a certain point just to go keep map control somewhere and win that team fight first? Like, there's a lot that I think push will have overall. But so far, I've definitely been enjoying that a bit more. Still, I imagine they'll probably change stuff, sightlines on maps, things like that. Because we're seeing that one thing they're really trying to do, and I've noticed this on a lot of maps, is they're trying to add stuff to maps to make the sightlines not so dominant for like across the map where you just get one shot. There's a lot of spots where they want people to be like, okay, you could go here and not get one shot by Widow. So I wouldn't doubt it if we see like additions to some of these maps with just like a box here and there, which actually has helped. Like there's like, I don't know if you played like, I'm trying to think of a map that had like something added to it. Oh yeah, Hollywood, third point. There's a box there now, like on the right side. Like, so basically, if you're on attack on the right side at the choke at third, there's a box there now. So, like, let's say you're going right down Hollywood on third point, and on the right side, that little room right there?
Yeah.
There's a box there now.
And I was like, that's kind of interesting. There is. Yeah. You're right.
They added the box, right? Oh. And it helped a lot with some sight lines, and it also helped people, like, on both sides be able to go to that spot and survive for a little bit. So, yeah. It's been interesting to see. They've been doing that on a lot of maps, and I would not doubt it if we see them continue to add more and more stuff to maps, not only during these betas, but when the game goes live. Because I think that's what they're trying to do on a lot of maps. Like Kings Row plays really well with that. Sam's back in. Not surprised. I mean, they are a team that has been utilized in their roster. That is for sure. And Mikey's back in, which is no surprise, right? Like we see Mikey come in on push and Koth, and if they win this push map, it continues to show that they have a strong roster for both of the game types. And I think that's exactly what they're aiming for. They're like, hey, we have a strong tank player on Koth and push, and we have a strong tank player for everything else, right?
I think it's the future.
That is really cool to see. I mean, yeah, some teams are doing it, some teams aren't. And I think you're seeing success on both sides of it, right? Especially with the team comp you're running. But one thing it seems like Shock really wants to do, especially with their roster, is be like, we're going to play to the strengths of this map, and then we're going to put we're going to have you playing this map, you play that map. For example, like Mikey's really going to ball, and as we've seen teams play ball on Route 66, right? Like we've seen that. And, this time on Route 66, Shock was like, no, we're not going to have Mikey play ball. We're going to go with more of, with Kluge on Diva. And we're seeing that type of like roster flexibility where they can make those changes based off of that, which is really good to have. While other teams might stay with one tank on that. So, it's interesting to see. We're on to Colosseo.
No surprise here.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. Because this is the push map where you can kind of run Rhyme.
Yep. Let's go, Shock. They got this. Let's get this dub.
Yep.
Let's get this dub.
The Toronto map is not even close to being the type of map you can run Rhyme on.
Yeah.
So, if we're going to see London play any type of rush, I think this is where we will finally see it.
Push in general.
You're not wrong. In before a ball comp.
Some more comebacks since it's gone to 10 minutes.
I know, it's very possible. I mean, it's very possibly a ball comp.
It almost feels like
I think if there's ever a place it's going to be, it's going to be here.
Oh, yeah.
And you get that forward spawn. Whoever hits that spot first, feels like they win.
It is a
they just do that spawn.
No, the trolling, right?
This is a spawn door comp. You know what I mean? You just pick whatever.
Able to get a good push going, and you hit that first.
This is a spawn door comp.
And
unless
you're in the Reinhardt, you can kind of play that neutral.
Yeah, there we go, Rein.
It's just a spawn door comp.
Pretty great spot to take
Shock
this
might be doing the same thing right now. Wait.
No, I don't think they play ball. Ball isn't like that good here.
I think ball's good on New Queen Street.
Yes, but
A
not
lot
on here.
more open space.
On that Reinhardt. Landon on the Baptiste, of course.
Winston Comp versus Ryan Comp. I think the Ryan Comp has an advantage in this corridor.
Yeah.
When you get towards the high grounds, that's when the Winston Comp's a little bit better.
This frees up Sam to keep playing this Sojourn. The Sojourn looks so good for him after a bit of a,
Here we go.
like a slower start at that point.
It's
Time.
like you have to be so careful how you engage this too,
Pilot
because
on the Lucio. They
if
wanna
you
be
go
a
in
little
too far, you're just gonna get
faster
Maywalled
get
off
in
and it's just
out
gonna
of
be over.
situations,
Yep.
so
That's what they're already
not
trying to
as
do for Mikey. But
easily
now they have
able
an
to
opportunity. You have like
you know,
you have like
speed
5
boost comes out
seconds
of
to try to
that roll. They
make
start to
something
sprint
happen
forward.
here.
You're
This
gonna
is
do
the
it.
Spitfire
Sam
comp.
makes
They
some-
want to run this.
He is
Sam makes
played
something
so
happen.
well
Yep,
on the
again.
Sojourn
Sam's been
today,
playing
so
very
that's gonna be
well.
a first pick.
It's interesting, isn't it? They
Huge,
lose their
huge.
Sojourn there. and
Wait.
Does Spitfire decide that that's the time to commit,
Wait.
like, to go forward to make something happen? And obviously it doesn't work out. They're down a player
Meleeing
to
him to
start
death.
with here. In fact, it goes
Yep.
horribly
At one
against
point, I was expecting the reload.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
what would you do, right?
I was
You can't
expecting
just
at
stand
some
there in the
point. You're not
neutral and
wrong.
Yep.
wilt it down. I feel like eventually they would.
Not many ultimates across the board right now,
Well,
but
like instant setup, maybe
I mean,
hard.
Shock
Gonna
is
be
happy
bit.
with that first team fight.
Maybe a
Shock is also happy with the pick
What?
from Violet on
That was
Lucio.
just spam.
Violet just gonna pick across the map on Lucio?
Yep. We like to see.
That's just, I mean, that's something you just don't see every day.
This is
Yep.
a really good start for the Shock. As
Oh man,
Sam can
Sam
get
is
another
in
pick.
the
That would
spot.
be
This
huge.
spot right here is so good for Sojourn.
It is.
Like,
Sam just maintained
Like,
that
you just
full charge.
pound
It's
out
not
damage.
ready to
Yep.
make
It has a
use of
shot
that
ready to
rail.
go.
Yep.
Hardy going a little low now.
And also,
London
you build
trying
up
to
your
control his
Sojourn
background.
charge
San
off of
Francisco
shield as well, so
unbacking up
just
as well. Norman
inherently,
keeps back away and
Sojourn's
trying to
pretty
look
good
better.
against the shield comps.
Position
Mikey
to
gets,
take
I
his
think
five
Mikey
points.
probably got pinned away, actually.
Looks like got
there.
pinned. That would have been interesting if Mikey was in the back of spawn there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
think that was a
Mikey
pin.
gets pinned the
They
reverse
nanoed,
way.
they nanoed proper actually there, and they decided not to go for the nanoblade.
Makes sense. I mean, they probably also wanted to just wait for Mikey to get back, so they
do not
thought maybe
get
we
to
could get a
that,
pick on like a
you know,
dash right
tick
click, but
on the top, so
I think
don't
they're
know
fine
about
with
that
that. I mean,
first
that's a good
point.
start for Shock,
That's
especially
like the
when London
biggest
has
thing
one of those
because
comps
the
that
bottle
starts
stopped
off
there
strong
for a
at the
little bit, and
beginning.
the second time
Like, it's
around,
really
it
good to
will
see
not
that.
stop.
I'm curious to see if they
Being
use
able
Blade
to
right
unlock
now
that
or wait.
first seems to be pretty crucial in terms of getting good
That's a
progress.
good shatter. It's a big slam.
There it is going to proceed.
But-
Comes out though, can't
Good beat.
capitalize.
Surge forward. And patience
Oh.
from Sam there. He lines Sparker up. Or at least he lets him walk into the crosshair.
Oh, I agree. That was a good
And
shot.
Backbone is in trouble
Ah,
here.
so-
Yeah,
a Sully's
Eventually,
on
yeah,
board.
subside, he will
Yeah.
succumb. And that's a nice little sleep dart there.
Yeah,
Rumble before he went
and this
down.
is why the Reinhardt
It's
comp is so
really-
tough to play in a
it's
rush
really
too,
nice Sojourn play
and
from
it's even
Sam there. It
worse
feels like
after the
every
nerf
time
comes out in this
we get
next
into a 5-on-5
patch.
scenario, he's able to get a first
Is when
pick.
they're playing a spread comp like this.
You know how important those
It's
are here. in
there's no
Overwatch
one for you to
2, so
walk on, and if you
Bottle
do
gets
walk
back to
onto
the
somebody, then
barrier.
you're one
Move around
probably
this
gonna
corner
escape,
here, getting
and
Yep.
two,
close to that tick.
you have to commit.
London, yeah, they get
Yeah.
right on top of it.
Oh,
Look how
exactly.
hard Caddy has to commit there to try to get them off point, but that's the key though. He's doing it to get them off point, you know. But
Wow.
But Caddy goes to low ground, and the rest of the team comes up. Wait, wait a minute. What was that? Wait, I didn't know that was a thing. I'd never seen. There's a high ground there.
Yes.
Is there?
You're
Did
gonna
you see
get
that? You
Yeah,
don't
how do you get there?
forward checkpoint? I think even more.
Apparently there's a-
important, though, is,
there's
like,
a
the
window
forward
in the
checkpoint
mini.
happens and there's no
I knew the
like
window was
this
back there, but how do you get all the way around to
or
that
the
spot?
Spitfire. So the Shock will get this around the corner.
Oh, like you just go through the window in the mini, and then it brings you to the high ground.
Yeah.
Available for
I'd
the
never
London,
never
so
seen that before.
see if those counteract each
Oh, I
other.
learned something new today.
Huh.
Sparker looking for a first pick.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
The charge to the left.
Yeah, he just ramped off the side. That was pretty nice.
Hey, love to see it. There's the lamp.
Prepare yourselves. Immortality field used and probably
Yeah,
some
lamp off the
destructive
nano blade. Then they
Yeah,
wall off the nano blade. Oh, that's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough. You hate to see that.
Still, though,
Sleep.
I think Shock
Push
is
on
still
forward
happy
there
with the
from
progress
Body.
they've made.
He'll finish
I
off
will
a
say though,
huge
this is a time
towards
for
the end is,
London to
Bravo
win those
really
back-to-back team fights they
Still,
need to
I feel
win.
like if you're the
This is a
Shock,
team fight.
quote-unquote, mission
So look at how much
accomplished,
push they got during
right?
that.
The
Like,
barrier
Oh, yeah.
will start to
Backbone
move in favor of the
recognized
London
that
Spitfire, but it's got
needs to
a
get
long
moving.
way to go.
Wait.
85 meters for San Francisco.
Am I dumb?
Downside here for the Shock, you don't
What?
have any ultimates to work with. You kind of blew everything there.
Backbone plays support
those
and
fights,
DPS.
You have an overclock available for Sparker. Maybe that's good enough
know
to
that.
win you one fight. You know, Shatter,
Especially their main comp.
Blizzard, another
That's
another
awesome.
combo here.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, and it works.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, the Maywall up!
Landing down. Oh,
It's like,
Why?
it's like when we ran the experimental tournament.
Oh yeah, true.
Himself is missing.
That was
Mikey's
great.
been removed from the fight. Spark is already backing up a little.
Sparker chasing.
Did they flip the
They
bot
go
on them
high
though?
ground.
They took the bot, though.
Finn
They
actually
ran away
got
with the
big
bot.
biotic
They ran away with the
there.
bot.
Oh no, like
That was a
just
good play.
about everybody
It was
said.
proper
That was
really
Sparker's
got away
overclock.
with it because
Not
the
gonna get any
dash.
progress for it. So,
Speaking of Proper's getting close to
spinning
Blade
now,
again.
Standing in the
Yeah,
middle of the
Proper's
map.
farming
About
this.
Ooh.
halfway,
Proper's ahead
more
of
than
Finn,
halfway
and they
through
nano
this
bladed,
round.
so you'd expect
Interesting
to
to
have
see.
the nano
Yeah,
first.
May will boost up here. Nope, just charge instead, mixing it up. I like that. But Finn's
Sleep.
ready for it. Sleep
Yep.
dart already loosed in the air as Hardy went for the charge.
Waiting to
the
see
shot
what
is gonna
happens.
get value from this high ground
Farming up
position.
the nano blade.
So the Spitfire won't be stopped, and that's a blizzard really eats it into the distance there.
I'm gonna take this off now because it's starting to get a
I
little
think
itchy.
they thought they were going to be able to catch
Okay.
Proper out.
I could get AMPM, but okay.
Do they know Hardy's here? They do now. Oh,
stuck.
the bubble's in the way. Ooh,
Wait, that was a huge slam, I think.
I
think it
Oh
missed
yeah, I can tell. You can see what's going on there.
And Salmon just explodes
Yeah, I can
in
tell.
the direction of the Spitfire.
Going real well.
Yeah, the big nano blade though, Pog.
Yep. Go Shock.
I feel like the blizzard and then like the
missed
flank
it. What
shatter.
They played
Not
perfect.
huge,
You missed
isn't
it.
Nice. Yeah, no,
Like
I
it's like you're trying to make a
I
had
play,
so much
right?
faith that they're gonna play it
think about
perfectly
the
that,
six play, like Hardy's
you
seen
know.
this before.
wait, what is this
You know, I
flank?
mean,
Wait a
remember
minute.
Well,
the Darn teleport.
What do you think,
flank
Sully?
shatter on Hanamura.
I thought he was just going
Oh,
to
Sully's
shatter
just chilling?
straight away on the stairs and not really kind of like
I like
wait.
it.
feel
I like
he
this
had
flank a
an opportunity
lot.
to, like,
Yeah.
hit
But he
like
gets
2
discovered.
stars, let's say.
He gets
You wanted
discovered
to
though.
see-
Finn
you
gets
wanted to see the
discovered. That means they're just gonna
Raptor
rush him.
ride
Oh, this backfired.
Finn there, taken
Did it
down.
though?
San Francisco obviously in an aggressive position presently.
Wait, did
Wait,
it though?
but
And they'll
wait,
stay
Mikey
in
gets
that one, I think.
3.
Yeah, did it?
Re-established here, that
Wait, did
checkpoint.
it?
Hardy's going to get taken down, and the shock will be on the march once more.
Wait a minute. 5 head
No ultimate,
or
but it may not matter, right? Just
Just
getting more
skill
get a bit of
differential.
progress, is
I
really
think that might have been a skill
it's
differential,
like
but
a death knell to
That
London
was a
here.
wonderful
You know,
play.
They need to now get
I'm
They're gonna
glad.
push it as far as they can, then back off.
going in their direction. And like,
Yeah, there they go.
you know, the progress they've earned. needs to be
it kind of
basically
it doesn't make
doubled.
sense to sit
And
there
they
and try to
can't-
fight it out.
They can't
Just
spend every
They got, like-
ultimate to do it. Like,
They
there's
got some
so
like,
much working against right
way
now.
more
Needs to be an
push there.
insane
Though. That was
comeback.
really
I
good.
believe 7.5 minutes is already elapsed here. Backbone is uncanny with these ice.
And looking up at the clouds.
See what was up, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely looking to see what was up.
But again, it's the
Yep.
deficit that the Spitfire need to make up that's really going
And
to
it was-
here.
yeah.
Less than 3 minutes.
Wow,
to go.
look at London's
Round
ult charge, by the
of
way.
here, and the shock have been in control most of the time.
And
They got
honestly, like, there
2,
have been a lot of
3,
fights where London
4
has had the ultimate advantage, just not able to get anything going. Like, look at this coming into
But-
this one.
but
4
look where their push
ultimates
is, though.
probably to San
They got a
Francisco
long way to
Shock,
go.
0.
Long
And
way
that's
to
why
go.
Shock's gonna take
Can you get
this
any
early team
progress
fight
with it,
to
though?
buy
It's really
time
tough to
before the
land, like,
new
a big
spawn,
shatter against this.
because you get an
They only
increased
have
spawn,
one
so they
curve,
want to make sure
Oh,
that they have
Soldier no,
things
Soldier no.
Block available.
Yep.
Oh, he messed up his slide. He hit the ball with his slide. He can't jump up with it anymore.
Oh no.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. He was gonna go for the high ground, so like they may walled it to try to like like cover the jump up.
Nano Blade again may well be on the cards here.
Shock does have
Trying to
Nano
stay
Blade
away
coming up.
from all this
Yep.
poke damage.
There's the mail, and it looks like it didn't get anybody.
They have a butt scratch for London,
No,
but that is a
it does
big
get them
deal.
the checkpoint though, which is I think what they
get
wanted.
2 kills here, so they also have their sound barrier if needed.
Mikey
Wow,
was
this
down
is-
though. That's
Their
actually a
own
little more
advantage,
than I think.
so this is actually
Shock was
really good
wanting
for
to
London
give.
Spitfire. You're gonna get around this corner. Proper's gonna have a nano blade, but you have your beat
But
to
this
deal
is
with
this
it.
is Shock's
And if
ult
you get in
play,
that
so
open,
I think the nano blade here it
like
comes.
on top of the bridge here, get in that area. That's when the shatter could be
Shock
good.
did a good job
Here's the
engaging
blade
the
from
team fight
Proper.
already.
No nano yet from Finn. It comes a little later in the day. There's a sound barrier to contend with. It gets cut through eventually though. Proper and the rest of the Shock barrel forward.
Great job
It's
by
a 3
Shock
for 2
there.
trade here.
And they're really happy with that
Let's
because
turn
they were able
the
to
ball
like
from
stop the
Felix.
cart
Pretty
or stop the
grateful.
bot like
A
well
lot of
before they
pressure
pushed
goes
it, and that
back
extra
towards
meters they
Spark,
got
and
earlier
loaded
is looking
out
huge now.
And so here's the situation.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that.
This
The
push here for San
180 away
Francisco
while reflecting,
may well
looks
be the
back,
last.
and then
45
just
seconds left in the round.
shoots
Spitfire
back
might
the
even
like
take an
20
early fight
charge
here, but
Sojourn shot, almost kills him. Like that was
Well, I mean,
nuts.
they need
Now,
to
London
get this
only has
bot
Shatter
back
right.
going in the opposite
So as long as
direction.
Violet's able to
They
hide here and
have
get
an
beat,
outside
like this could
chance here,
be
London. If
a
they can
fight
get
that
this
Shock
bot
just
back
takes right
fast.
back.
Yeah, Shatter can be all you need though, but
Oh, I love that. He turns his
yeah,
shield so much
that
was a
was
good play.
so
by the rest of his
smart.
teammates. And there's a
Blocks
sound
the
barrier
beat
from Violet
and
that
blocks the
doesn't
ability to
reach
heal.
the main tank either.
Yup.
Sparker finds another as
Oh,
Henry
no.
Proper at least with the one,
But
he has to
wait.
deal with the mortality field.
Wait, Salmon
Just
proper?
always
Hello?
getting in his way. He might get caught here if he's
Oh,
not
they-
careful. Proper needs to get
I love
back
how
to
they
the
use the
rest of
May
his team,
walls,
but he
like
can't
jumping
escape.
over the top and
This
stuff
is
like
the
that.
Spitfire's
time now. They're going to have one good push, one chance to do this and force a map
Shocked in
fight.
the back away.
Yeah, last fight situation. Unfortunately, though,
Looking tough.
yeah, no ults really here for Shock.
You're maybe gonna get an overclock. That's like
Gonna have to come down and just pick.
Maybe get another blade, but that's a big ask.
Both key ultimates and Air Matrix as well.
I like how London's playing this though. This underneath style, forcing him to try to come down and fight.
Oh, yeah. Not really effective.
Shock has gotten a lot of time.
Proper's in big trouble there. Oh, nobody, thank God nobody saw that.
Sparky using the Air Matrix now, sees the Winston take to the skies, and no one
This is
with a
interesting.
shot
They have time. They have plenty of time. Like they're gonna have Nano here.
To his demise, potentially Sparky tries to line him up. Good strafing, some fancy footwork.
Have you
Sparker
seen what
can't
Shock
hit
has
the
done though?
shot.
Sam right now
That bot hasn't moved.
Yeah, no,
They just keep jumping up and down with Winston on the cart.
Well, on top of that too, you can also contest from the top of the bridge. So when Mikey jumps out, there's nothing they can really do. Proper's probably gonna have to go for this blade here in a sec. Oh my God! When he gets pinned, oh my God!
That was still good though.
Because gets the beat out. You're right. Gets the beat out.
And two picks.
I don't know. I think Mikey comes back in time. It looks like Mikey comes back in time, but I don't think London's going to get their reinforcements in time.
No.
They're going to have to fight this 3v4. They have ults. Actually, no. They don't have ult. Wait a minute. I thought they had ult. Never mind.
Wow.
Sam cleans it up. Wow.
What
that
a
is.
play. That play by Proper, though, set them up for that. That was
Yeah.
unbelievable by
That was
Shock.
that was like an undeniable hero play, the actual hero play. Because he got one, pops the blade 1v4, gets one more, and forces beat. Because if they didn't beat that, in the
series.
okay, so he gets pinned, right? But like, if the pin doesn't connect, he kills the whole team.
Oh, 100%. No, 100%. What a great job by Shock.
The rest of the
Holy
series.
crap.
So
I think London should be
close,
proud
back
after that.
and
I don't
forth,
know.
and
Still got to be proud for
that's a
that.
huge
No, I
win
was
for
just
the
gonna
Shock.
say,
You know,
London
a
is
team
looking
that
really good.
I think could actually
Like,
even in
London
the
is
lower
looking
bracket
good.
go
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing more to say. I mean, outside that, like, London is just great job by them. But honestly, I got to give credit to Shock too on. Let's give credit to Shock after losing that first map to that C9. That can be obviously frustrating. Be able to bounce back and win the next 3 maps, and honestly win the next 3 maps in close games is great to see.
Yep.
And you got to give credit to both teams. Wonderful job by Shock. Unbelievable start. And honestly, I will say it was really cool to be able to like co-stream a playoff match.
Yeah.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I enjoyed that. That was awesome.
Not bad. Nice to see.
Yeah. That was awesome.
So, I mean, Shock moves on into the next round of the tournament. I don't think we know the results of everything until tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Or at the end of the games today?
I think there's more games tonight. I don't know the exact schedule. I could be wrong. But yeah, so there's 2 more tonight. So I think Shock. I'm trying to see where the time's at right now for the match. I think Shock will play. Yeah, I don't see anything yet. Shock plays tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Good matches.
Yeah, fun ones. That was good. That especially from the C9 at the beginning.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's good.
Looks like we're gonna have Corey join us here in a second.
Hello?
We'll see what mic Corey's on. Looks like Corey is on the mic in the back of the room.
Hello, back of the room.
Yeah.
We see how close he is. It still sounds like it's fine.
Yep.
So far though.
What happened? Is my mic off?
Yeah, I think
Very
you're
good.
using the mic. I think that might be like your webcam mic or camera mic. Does it? Oh.
Oh,
Well,
interesting.
might be different though. Might have to change it on. We're just gonna go with this.
Yeah.
Well. What did we think here? I mean, this is exactly how I expected it was going to go. Not going to lie. I think Spitfire looked a little better than I anticipated, but no way, man. That team hasn't beat nobody. They're mid-tier. They haven't.
Damn.
I was so mad because I see all the stuff on Twitter. I see the Reddits, and I see they're just kind of overhyped. Did you ever see the movie The Great White Hope?
Nope.
No.
Watch that movie, please. Anybody in chat who's seen The Great White Hope, classic movie, that's Spitfire right now. And the
Well,
Shock.
it's been playing well though.
Yeah, and you know what? I hope they crawl all the way through the lower bracket so we can beat them again in grand finals. Because I know I want to believe the hype too. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not. It's not in the cards for them. Hattie's great. Their social media has been incredible this year. Great team, backing of C9 when C9 remembers they exist. You know, all that, but they're not. They're not top tier yet. They have a championship. We got 2 of them. All right, so we're not on the same level. We're not the same thing. However, I think you guys look great in those lays, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, it was awesome. We discovered the squeaky toys we had, and then the all the stuff we had with it. Yeah, it was awesome from AMPM.
Thanks, AMPM. And then, you know, just other little talking points. I got to come in here and, you know, I let you guys run the roost, and it's amazing, but we got to get those talking points. San Francisco Shock did a collab with Gecko Hawaii. Have you guys heard of that? You guys remember Gecko Hawaii? Please tell me you do.
Gecko Hawaii, yes.
Yeah,
of
wait,
course,
really? Yes. I was.
Okay.
Yes.
East Coast guys, whatever. In California, back in the 90s, we had this company called Gecko Hawaii. It was like all the surfer dudes, everybody's uncle had a fanny pack with a lizard on it. It was amazing. Well, the brand like went away for a while, and then they made this huge comeback. Their like artist, their main artist, lives up here in Sacramento.
Oh.
And put together this little joint right here.
That looks awesome. I actually saw that the other day when it was posted. That looks awesome.
The best part, guys, check this out. This is technology from the 90s that went away and came back. Look at this. I'm going to rub my hand on the t-shirt. Look at that. Color changing with
Wait,
friction.
That's really cool.
I know,
That
right?
is really cool.
We only made 150 of them, super limited, and we only have about 40 of them left, so buy now. We also got the sick tie-dye bucket hat that we're selling alongside it. Less than 10 of those ones left, so if you are a Shock fan, and this is definitely one we cannot print again, we're not going to be able to because frankly, it costs us so much. You guys want to know some esports business? We don't make money in merch, all right? We do it for the fans, so I'm making like $3 a shirt on these. So if you guys want to pick up a shirt, it's just awesome. We wanted to do something special for the Hawaiian event, and that's what we came up with. So if you guys want to support, sfshotgear.com. And happy early birthday to Emongg.
What do you mean happy early birthday to me? Your birthday's tomorrow, too.
Ah, brothers! I
Yeah,
think we're
happy
twins.
early birthday to you, too.
What are you doing? You doing anything special?
I don't know, to be honest with you. We'll see. I might go to eat with my mom. I'm born on the same day as my sister, too, so like sometimes we'll do like a birthday dinner or something like that. So, yeah.
Flats, what are you getting him?
Some SR or something. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna log on and play ranked.
You'll throw
Yeah,
the
okay.
next rank game you run into him?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we did that last game.
Well, I mean, you have to get me on Overwatch at that point. I don't know. Overwatch 1 is a little scary right now. A little spooky.
Well, thanks, guys, for running
Absolutely.
the great show as always.
Yeah,
Oh, of course. It was awesome to be able to do this. And we are going to be heading out now. Thank you, everybody, again for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to sub to the Shock channel if you haven't. Like the video. Thanks again for AMPM with having this whole co-stream. What Flats was saying, it was too much good stuff. Yep.
Yeah, too much good stuff.
Yep. With that being said, we're hopping off, though. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm Jeff.
I'm also Jeff.
And I'm
This is
happy to be here.
This is the part where we stare at the camera. Oh, wait. That's still on me. Wait, why is it squeaky too?